Ladies and gentlemen, have no fear. Your sick ass councilman is here. Not as bad as I was. I will not be having stomach turns and cramps like we had last time.
You're not gonna have to walk out, right? You're not gonna pull up back and just walk off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have to put the computer in my kitchen cabinet and talk to y'all while I'm standing up. No. We're doing none of those things on this episode. But this is, a I guess you can call it a honeyless episode. Apparently she had a pipe burst in her vault. And so she's taking care of that, trying to make sure money didn't get messed up. Them coins. Yeah, you don't want them coins getting rusty when you're swimming in them and you spitting them out. So she's not able to join us right now. But it'll be me and Dion, and hopefully another guest will be joining us later on in the hour. But we do have a lot to talk about. We had a SmackDown preview, a little bit of trending news. We're going to get into a Wrestle Blasphemy as well. And then, of course, we're going into the writer's room again with Kayfabe Unreal, Fantasy Booking, Wrestlepolooza. And yes, we will be talking about, of course, the biggest elephant in the room that will be coming up. But let's talk about first the SmackDown preview. Not a lot to preview, just that we know SmackDown is going to be in Chicago, and this will be John Cena's final appearance in Chicago as a competitor. Now, I think, this was a dope venue to pick, which is Chicago, because of the energy that Paris, France gave. I think Chicago is that one that can go, okay, we're gonna match what y'all go. But also too, it's a very historic thing because I believe this was the arena they'll be in was the same arena that John Cena first originally appeared in on SmackDown.
Oh God, really?
Yes.
Like pink trunks Cena? Like were they pink? Yeah, purple tie.
John Cena. This was his first appearance on SmackDown in this arena in Chicago, and it will be his final appearance. Now, let me just get your thoughts, Dion, on just the final appearance of John Cena, us being on the tour, and then what can we expect from the SmackDown? Is it a little bit quiet, or do we have somebody that comes to challenge the great John Cena?
There has to be a challenge thrown down, but for the moment, it's getting real now, man. Because the word "final" it felt different in January than it does in September. Knowing we got a year of John Cena left, man. I think again, I don't think you go to Chicago and it started there. It's his last appearance. You got to have something there, and we're getting to Wrestlepolooza too. Be a fantastic place to possibly bring someone back. We'll talk about that as we go through, but it's getting real, man. Like he's rounding that corner, and that's going to be it. But on a personal note, real quick, just to one little second, Honey and I have like these very deep conversations. So it's just she's not here. She told me something I wanted to make sure I told everybody. She said I could. And I'm wearing her favorite wrestler's t-shirt right now. So she confessed to me, it was about a week or so ago. We had this deep conversation about wrestling, and she was like, you know what, Dion? I'm glad Cody's here. I'm just all that timeline stuff. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I like the timeline that we're in now. Absolutely. She might have even said, I think she even said, I love the timeline that we're in now. So in her absence, I'm representing her favorite wrestler that she acknowledges as, being the guy, QB1 for WWE. So, honey, there we go. Just wanted to make sure I get that out.
I'm with Cindy on that. I'm gonna need an audio recording of.
That's not what friends do. Friends don't do that.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if that's the truth or not.
Oh, come on, man. We both know, honey.
Yes, we do. We both very much do. Which is why I'm with Cindy. I need that in an audio recording.
It was just two friends chopping up about how we really feel about wrestling. And she was like, hey man, WrestleMania 38, when he came back, wow, man, that was quite the moment. So She's honest with me. I don't know. She's not honest with the kayfabe audience at this point, but she was super with me.
You know what? Listen, if you are saying that is,
I'm never lying to you, man. I'm completely honest with you all the time, man.
Well, I'm also more concerned that y'all having deep wrestling conversations without me. Not to be that guy, but I'm like, where was I when these deep conversations were happening?
We called you on the FaceTime, man. I don't know, that call didn't go through. We got a group chat. That's how we connected again, man. You know. Okay. But she just wanted to be honest. She just wanted to be honest with me. That's all.
Yeah, she'll be back here next week. So you know,
she'll tell the truth. She'll tell the truth.
Yeah, and I have no doubt that she will clarify all of that for us next week as well. But I do something else that's also kind of off topic, but not really. I just wanted to get your opinion on it. Speaking of the person that you're saying that y'all both have now collectively enjoy in Cody Rhodes, I want to know. Now we know Cody Rhodes is in Street Fighter. They're currently filming right now along with Roman Reigns, a bunch of other wrestlers and combat sport athletes. Do you think he's going to rock the hair?
Dude, when we saw the shadow, the silhouette, it looked out a little bit, not to that degree, but it looked like it was there. Honestly, I didn't think he needed to. I kind of don't want him to. I hope it doesn't look goofy, Will. That's the biggest thing. It's going to walk a fine line of just looking goofy when he's standing next to like Ryu, who's like legit looking like Ryu.
So yeah, I will agree. I mean, I guess
that shadow, man, you can see that's like you can lay a book on top of that. Like that's he had it.
Sage D said Cody Rhodes as Guile is a weird ass casting to me. I don't know why. Why would the American Nightmare be a weird casting?
For that character.
I was like, if he's gonna play anything,
that's the character to play.
Yeah. Like that's right up the alley. Like he has an American tattoo, Guile has an American tattoo.
No, I really hope he doesn't, but we'll see, man. Because there's not even a release date for that one yet, is there?
Oh no, it comes out October 26th of next year.
Okay. Because they pushed Mortal Kombat back to May,
which was very smart of them.
I think so too. I think they got a hit on their hands too, and that's a good summer blockbuster movie for them.
Hell yeah! Like, don't put that during Halloween. Like, you don't want that movie competing with the Halloween horror stuff because that's what for. That's what all that's gonna be for. So I actually say he should have been Ken. No.
Nah. I don't think he fits Guile perfectly because you can close your eyes and just imagine him in that Guile outfit.
Exactly. I've seen Ken. I've seen the guy that plays Ken on set. He looked just like Ken.
It's the guy from Black Adam, right?
I think so.
The guy from that, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, he looked just like Ken. And then the dude from Warriors looked just like Ryu. So I was like, wow, they got that one.
This might work, Will. This might work.
I was like, either this finna be epically bad, or this finna hit just like it needs to.
It could go either way. It's a fine line.
No middle part. Either this finna be extremely bad, or this finna be a knockout the park. Like and if we're being honest though, I feel like it is. Because if you really think about Street Fighter is not like it's street fighting.
Yeah,
you can make
a story around it.
Yeah, like you can make a story around that. Like it's not like this thing of like, oh, they're supposed to be like, like Mortal Kombat where they have like all of these dope fighting styles and stuff like that. I was like, yo, these are dudes that fight literally in the street.
Yeah, no full on tournament, right? For Street Fighter, right? So whatever story you bring around it could work, man. But like you said, it's a fine line. It could go left or right real quick. But I think, and I'm sorry we veered off topic a little bit with the Sunny stuff. I kind of started this a little bit, but I think for video game movies now, they're finally just embracing what the source material is. That's all we're going to be happy seeing accurate characters in a movie from a video game. Like once Sonic dropped and we all came together to help that out. Just embrace what those properties are. Don't change much. We don't really want that much change. Give us the characters that we know and love, and put some dope scenes together, a dope story together, and make a franchise out of it. So just I'm glad they're finally leaning into what video games are.
Exactly, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing it come out next year, man. We are getting fed movie wise 26 and 27 of these years. So, but yeah, that was really it as far as the SmackDown preview go. They haven't really given us anything. To Bose's point, they've been kind of quiet about this SmackDown. Which we can talk about.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
So do we think, one, does the Beast show up?
Got to.
And two, does CM Punk come to SmackDown? And if so, do we see the return of AJ Lee?
Man, all the stars are aligning. From Becky's low blow to being in Chicago the very next week. I think you said it will, if not now, then when? Or if not now, it won't happen.
Right.
You got to, man. You got to you will have to get Brock there because Wrestlepolooza, that's the rumored match, right? Cena and Brock.
Yes.
But this whole CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Becky thing, I mean, that could feed us for the rest of the year. Even up to like Survivor, Wrestlepolooza, that might be where it would happen, but you also got Survivor Series on the tail end, of the year too. I don't know, but I think the fact that we don't know anything other than John Cena's last time in Chicago, I think tomorrow night's going to be just full of surprises. At least that's what I hope for.
That's what I'm hoping for too. I wish I had somewhere to watch it, but I'll just have to catch the highlights because I refuse to get the cable.
Get that VPN, Stephanie pushing, man.
That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do, boy. I'm like, Stephanie for the people, man. Stephanie was like, hey, yo, forget all that. Watch everything on Netflix. Like,
some people said it, people in ESPN are reporting that they don't like what she said, or they don't like that she's pushing the VPN. Of course they don't,
because it takes away from the money aspect of what y'all are trying to do. And it's like how she said, it's like, yo, like, wrestling was not supposed to be so expensive for people to enjoy. Like, you're taking that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like right now, like times are really like difficult for a lot of people.
Well, that's the thought I had with WrestleMania. Granted, if you're going to go to WrestleMania, you're going to pay for WrestleMania. But WrestleMania is getting to the point where like that's becoming like Super Bowl, where you're legit fans who were going years before now are getting priced out.
$50,
dude. We went to 38 in Dallas. Fantastic tickets, fantastic seats for 2 days. We say, hey, we're going to LA the next year. We looked at LA and we're like, oh crap, maybe Philly next year. Oh crap, maybe Vegas. Crap.
That's definitely the one. And you know what's so crazy about LA was that some of the wrestlers didn't even get to go. Like literally
they weren't on the card.
Weren't on the card and had to buy boxes.
Box seat, yeah.
I was like, yo, word, like y'all don't even have a ticket to the show. I'm like, that's insane. That's how much money they're pushing for. Yeah, if memory serves me correct, I believe like Alexa Bliss and like Baron Corbin were in like a press box and stuff like that to be able to watch WrestleMania.
Damn, man. Okay. Yeah,
so that's
I just hope that they're just pricing us out, man. Like I look at tickets now, like even like Raw here in Atlanta when it comes, it's not the same ticket like it was before. It's a shame, man. They're getting us left and right, but hey, that VPN from Stephanie, I think that's a solid investment.
Solid investment right there. And you know what's crappy about it too is that like nothing changed. It'd be different if it's like, yo, we're gonna charge out this and this is what's coming. It's like it's still the same product.
It's everything. Yeah, it's the same product, and everything you pull from Peacock is gonna be the same thing. So it's
So it's not like it's nothing innovative to where it's like, yo, like I have to go watch these on. If I wanted to watch a week's worth of wrestling, WWE exclusively, I have to watch 9 different platforms?
got Netflix, CW, Fox. Wait, not Fox. USA.
Yeah, USA, ESPN now,
ESPN.
Peacock, and then Tubi if you want to watch Evolve. So 6.
If you want to watch Evolve, yeah. So that's a lot of places, man. I think that's the biggest. They're stretching themselves like across platforms, rightfully so to a degree, because they're going to what platforms are they not on now? Amazon and Apple TV. That's about it. And HBO Max. So there's
we know why AEW got
exactly. So that's all they're again stretching themselves across all platforms to be the show or the company. But man, I like a good central location, man. Like
like what happened to that? Where it's like, yo, let me go to one place and check this stuff out.
Yeah, and I don't think the library is gonna. I think the library is gonna end up on YouTube, honestly.
Well, no, the library is staying on Peacock. I found it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're still they still have exclusive rights to Saturday Night Main Event. So Saturday Night Main Event will always be on Peacock, and then all the NXT PLEs will be on Peacock, and then supposedly AAA and TNA are going to Peacock.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that, Will.
Yeah.
So I have to keep Peacock now.
Yeah. So Peacock is still gonna have the library. And they'll still
that's good to know.
2 exclusive shows. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. And it's like, again, the ESPN thing makes sense because it's like, I remember being a kid wanting to watch like Unforgiven, and I could not order the pay-per-view. And so to be able now to be a wrestling fan where you can turn to like, back home, Channel 32 was ESPN.
Boom.
So turn to Channel 32 and SummerSlam is on, and it's like
pretty revolutionary still.
Yeah, it's a revolutionary thing, but it's just like, okay, how do you make it to where everybody can be a part of it? And I think that's the thing that is being kind of like shoved to us to go like, no, just pay this. Like, I'm not paying $1,800 a year to watch this product.
To be a wrestling fan, that's how much. That's the math.
Mm-hmm. I did the math. I broke that shit.
Not even like a good ticket at WrestleMania.
Oh, and that's just Netflix and ESPN. I didn't do TV or Peacock.
That's a lot, Will. Like I could get 3 championship belts for that and be happy.
No, Sage, you got to remember, ESPN is owned by Disney, so it technically can be watched on Disney and Hulu. And then Hulu is getting isn't going to have an app anymore in 2026.
Yeah, it's phased out. It'll be phased out into absorbed into Disney.
Which I'm not a fan of because I don't like Disney Plus's interface. I don't like it. Like they definitely need, if you're gonna combine Hulu to your stuff, you need to update your interface because
it is still funky.
It is very funky. Like the fact I don't have an option to go change like to subtitles or cut that on and off, that's a problem. Like it literally just No. Not like when you're on the movie. Like if I'm on the movie and I hit pause, it's just play, fast forward, rewind. I have to literally hit back to go see all of that stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because we really.
Yep. It just showed a title and then that little player on there. There's no other buttons to change anything.
I think it might be, Will.
I can look at that shit right now. Oh my!
There was because you can change the fonts and stuff of the captions.
Yeah, if you go out of the movie, like normally if I'm on Netflix or anything else, like I can.
It's just right there.
Things right there. I have to go out of the movie to change all of my settings on Disney Plus. It doesn't happen like that for the movie. It's just the player itself.
Yeah, their interface has still been funky. I don't think it's been fully updated since it launched.
Nope.
Like some bugs here and there, but the layout's been exactly the same.
Yeah, they got to change that. It's not good. There is no it's a lot, but I don't want to say too bottled down there because this is the Kayfabe Podcast, and for some reason everybody named Mama outside want to make noise now. I ain't heard none of this shit all day. But until I get live, now trucks want to back up, dogs want to bark when I'm something.
I'm glad the bagpipes have stopped across the street. We have like a group that play bagpipes on like Thursdays. They practice. This is okay, but it's like almost like I've heard the same song over and over. It makes me think that bagpipes only have like one song, like the Roddy Piper theme song.
I've never heard him play nothing else. Yo, you got a real point about that. I've never heard people on bagpipes play anything else except when they do like the funeral.
Yeah, but other than that, it's Roddy Piper coming to the ring, man. That's what I feel like every time they play it.
Those are the only two I know. Boza is not. It's not a party in my neck of the woods. I can't wait to move. I'm moving at the end of the year, so I can't wait to be in a quiet neighborhood and be in an actual neighborhood that has trees and not dog piss and shit everywhere.
Some good green space, man.
Yes, I want to be in a neighborhood where I make my white neighbors a little nervous. So,
but a dog, man.
Yeah. But let's keep it pushing, man. So we have found out that WWE is headed to another country to start producing PLEs. And that would be China. It has been reported that WWE and the great country of China are in negotiations to be able to start having PLEs over in China as quickly as next year. Now, the last time they did this was in 2010, and the last occurring one was in 2019, and they've only had 8 shows in China. But PLE in
all
China,
time,
in all of time. They've only 8
wow.
shows. So if a PLE is to be the first time the region has been the home of a major WWE event, it would mark the company's first return since September of 2019. Now, we don't know exactly which ones. Sage D, I know you're asking about Japan. So Japan, they're doing super shows over there as well, but they are not doing exclusive PLEs when it comes to that. So thoughts on a PLE in China?
Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to remember or go through like the climate of China and the US at the moment, but that's another discussion for another day. The first letter in their name is world, man, and they've been proving that for the last 2 years. Like they have been like, we are not. We'll keep like the staple stuff over here. Your SummerSlams,
will we?
WrestleManias
for now. You know what?
For now, but we will make another PLE to go over somewhere else for a month or so, or a week or 2 weeks, and do some touring too. So, man, I kind of expected this because they've been pushing more international anyway. It's just interesting that it's China, and the fact that they've only had 8 events there in their lifetime.
Yeah,
is a wild number. There's like how many, like 50, 60 years of WWE, and this is be their next time over. I think it's kind of dope. I'm anxious to see the crowds too, if they're anything like.
That's the thing I'm more curious about.
Yeah,
I know how Japan acts. I even know how Korea acts when it comes to these shows, and we've seen it when it's all around the world. I cannot recall though how the Chinese people act when it comes to wrestling shows. So it's like, do they pop? Do they like, what is it? Because it's like, again, like with in Japan, it's more like
they applaud, right?
They applaud, yeah. So it's not it's John Cena. It's John Cena.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Which is kind of dope. It's kind of like a good like other side of the coin when it comes to wrestling. And I was like, we got the rabbit fans, and then you have like the fans like, hey, that was a great move. Great move sort of thing. That's going to be interesting. The climate and the interactions with the crowd is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But again, it gives us another opportunity. It gives WWE at least another opportunity to put a notch in their another feather in their cap, that's saying like, hey, we're traveling now. We are fully committed to this world in our name now.
Yeah. And also too, I know like Sage D is saying he feels WWE will be creating some very problematic PLEs, or is it going to be the ones that are here now? I don't necessarily think it'll be too problematic, because here's the thing that we're forgetting. If for some reason that I don't know if they would start off with the ones we have now. I think they might still go like the Saudi route and
make some new ones for it.
Yeah, like Clash at Hong Kong or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this gives a lot of the folks that we just were talking about that don't get a lot of shine a time to really be there. That's kind of like these side missions. Like just imagine going to the Clash in Hong Kong and you got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes for the title.
Yeah, it opens up a lot of different roads and different avenues, especially with everybody on that roster, how diverse that roster is internationally too now.
Yeah.
No telling who's down in NXT. There's no telling like just heritage and ancestry through other wrestlers too. So this opens up a lot. Again, I do like, and I think we still believe that these international shows are, I think Shinsuke is Japanese. Also,
no. I know he's Japanese. What I'm saying is, it's again, I just used him as an example. I know he's Japanese. I'm not.
Yeah, I figured you did. That's why I say much.
Yeah, I wasn't American.
But like I said, I think we've all come to the idea that these are all like side missions. International shows are side missions. I don't think we've gotten a significant title change.
No,
like
we
really like a good like.
Give me one. To the Fiend at Crown Jewel.
I wiped a little bit of that out of my head a little bit, man.
That was probably the best part of that Crown Jewel match.
How could I not remember that? But I do feel like these are still those Elseworld missions, those Elseworld WWE at times.
Well, so but they say eventually they want to bring those over there, like some of their staples. So I would ask you, out of the staple PLEs that we do have, which one do you feel is the best fit to go over there?
What's that time difference again? Because that I feel would be tricky. But out of the ones, I think the safest one.
They're 12 hours ahead of Washington, D.C. So if it's 9:35 Friday here, it's 9:35 Thursday. So right now it's 9:35 a.m. Friday.
There. Yeah, so that's a late one. Man, the Rumble leads to WrestleMania. I don't think it'll be Mania. I don't think it'll be Rumble. I could see a SummerSlam, perhaps, because SummerSlam's dates moved up, man. Like SummerSlam was what, first week of August this year?
Yeah.
So it's still summertime. School is still out. There's still an opportunity there. Survivor Series, that might be too late in the fall. I'll say SummerSlam of the big ones. I can see SummerSlam being one of them. SummerSlam in China, man. SummerSlam in Australia or somewhere like that,
I was about to get him Money in the Bank.
You know what? That's kind of morphed into one of the big. What is it now? 5, I guess. If you end up doing that one,
yeah,
that one's suitable. I'll go with you on that because SummerSlam's 2 days now too.
Because the only reason why I saving that was SummerSlam, like you got to let SummerSlam get known around here to be 2 days, and you have to figure out which one of the big 5 is gonna work internationally. Like for me, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I still believe like Royal Rumble is the best one to do somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like we know what it's for, and we know what people are going for to see. It's the over the top rope battle. Like everything else is cool to have there as far as storylines are concerned and matches are concerned, but we know like, okay, the bread and butter is the Royal Rumble. Who's going to punch their ticket to be event at WrestleMania. I don't mind that being somewhere else because also too, I feel like that's one of those that you don't have to be there to see that happen.
Oh man,
the Great China Bash. I don't know how well that.
I get what you're saying, Will. With Royal Rumble, the concept is easily understandable across nationalities, countries, whatever.
Yeah.
They usually do about 2 Rumbles and maybe 2-3 matches for it now. So it's not like it's a long, exhausting pay-per-view to sort of have.
Yeah.
I can get it, but man, we're WrestleMania season fully then. It'll be interesting because I know Rumble for me is probably my favorite PLE of the year. Just love the Rumble.
Which I think is why you'd like it more too. Because think about it, like now you have a chance for like Chinese wrestlers that are known over there to come over and be a part of it, or even more international stars that we do know. Like even like again, like I know like Japan is a different thing, but imagine some people from like Stardom coming over and Rumble and stuff like that. So I think I just feel like it opens up a gateway of like folks who they love to see could also potentially be a part of the Rumble.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those surprise entrants are their people that they'll pop for when they get there. And now, and again, through just an example is AAA, we're learning so many new wrestlers now internationally through that. Like I could see that happen. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's the one I decided I was gonna go with. I can also agree with Sin Deal about King of the Ring and Sage D for like Elimination Chamber. I've been noticing Elimination Chamber has been bouncing through different places just because again it's kind of the same concept of Royal Rumble. Like
they've been more internationally. Well, wasn't it Perth? So
Montreal,
that's an easy
one. A couple of other ones. Yeah, I think again, same concept. It's like, they're in the chamber, 5 people trying to punch their ticket for the other championship that wasn't selected in the Royal Rumble.
No, Rumble makes a good, those are good. And I agree with you too with SummerSlam too. We got to make SummerSlam an institution of 2 days. We got to get that over. Well, I think they got it over, but we got to get used to it.
But you got to start having like the staple cities. Like the first one was that was Cleveland. I think they were in
for the one this year.
No, MetLife. They were in MetLife. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cleveland was the year before. Yeah,
Cleveland was the year before. But yeah, like you got to have SummerSlam in Miami for 2 days.
Bang.
Like you got to do stuff like that. Like go to SummerSlam Vegas or SummerSlam New Orleans for 2 days. Like that's the stuff like we got to start being able to see that. Before it's like, hey, we're gonna give it to the international crowd and we're doing SummerSlam Paris, and I'm like, all right, as much as that crowd gonna go off, I'm trying to go to the biggest party of the summer. What we doing? Yeah. So, but we'll see as more of the story develops. Of course, we will report it here on the Kayfabe Podcast as we again figure out more of what's going on.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, let's talk about this guy. Matt effing Riddle. For those that don't know, we will give you a brief update. Matt Riddle was supposed to participate in a GWK charity event and was a no-show and did not give their deposit back. When people started to come at him about it, he said some very outlandish shit in a video that he posted. Again, I will not repeat what was said in that video with the thing of just a few things of saying that the reason why he didn't go was because of flight issues, because of the booking and everything like that. And these were some of the big reasons that he didn't go. But because of the lash out that he had on his video, it's starting to have a little bit more of a blowback because now, the PW Insider had reported that Sioux Falls, South Dakota has their own con, which is a super con, but it's spelled like Sioux. So SuperCon has actually dropped him and pulled him from the convention that's supposed to be happening in October. For those that are watching that are planning on attending there, please note that if you did pay to take a photo or have your autograph for Matt Riddle, you will be giving your money back to them, but they have decided it would be automatically refunded, but they have decided to pull him from the convention. And GWK has also now spoke out, giving their side of the story, stating that Matt Riddle did give the money back, and that he would pay the reimbursement for all of the things that they did have to pay for. But what they were letting them know is that they found it very difficult to be working with Matt Riddle. One of the things that they did point out was that they attempted to get Matt Riddle to cut a promo for the event months in advance, and he didn't do it until days before. They're also, despite what he was claiming, that the promotion had never discussed other bookings that he had in the U.S. that week. He didn't raise no issues about transportation or accommodation. In fact, they never responded to them reaching out regarding his flight or his driver picking him up at the airport. They were not privy to any of these things prior to him trying to attend the event. And so this is them putting out their side of the story as well. And so really, I just want to get your thoughts on all of this developing story when it comes to Matt Riddle.
Dude, you want to talk about somebody who just like took their career, crumbled it, threw it in the basket, missed the basket, and fell to the floor. Like that's like this whole thing, man. Because I even think I saw like a video of them promoting the stuff about the fundraiser in advance of way in advance of the event that he was supposed to be at. Matt Riddle's I don't like talking bad about. He's an idiot, okay? Like, and we've known this, but he was a quote unquote lovable idiot when he was on camera in TV or WWE. But talk about a guy who just, from a reputation wise, he's not in WWE anymore. You have to, if you're gonna make a living doing, and come on, he even brought up his OnlyFans thing, which is a whole nother can of worms too. But dude, what are you doing? But you, aside from OnlyFans, you need you're a wrestler, man. He talked about something about fighting again, I guess, going back to MMA too. I love to see that, just see his face get punched in at this point, because he seems like a jerk. Like everything he said so far, everything he's done since he's been out of there, the stuff he said about CM Punk and Cora Jade with the whole creepy or whatever stuff that he said, like he talks out of his what a lot. And to talk about a guy who had like a rocket on his back in WWE, teaming with Randy Orton of all people, had a hot tag team, wrestling Roman Reigns on a SmackDown for the title. Come on, man. Like, you screwed up in a lot of places, but it doesn't look like he cares that he screwed up, because he's continuing to screw up post WWE to a point where a lot of people are dropping him from cons. They're dropping him from shows. Like, come on, man. You can't. He seems like, I've always called him a doofus, but that was just his character. But seeing his character is not too far from who Matt Riddle seems to be.
Yeah, man. One thing I always point out when it comes to things like this is never think you're bigger than the business, and understand. And I noticed that a lot of people have a hard time adjusting as to where they are in the totem pole, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, it's like, why are you taking shots to CM Punk? Like, why?
Nobody asked that question. Nobody asked you this.
Exactly. Nobody asked you any of that. Okay. Not at all. And again, bringing up like what you've done, like we could go tit for tat if that's the case, but it's like, yo, like I've had to deal, like myself, like personally, I've had to deal with superstars, not saying like wrestling superstar, but I've had to deal with stars when it comes to booking, trying to get people here situated. Some people can really be divas. Some folks can be really difficult about things. And it's like, it's one of those like, dude, communication is key. Like just what even like GWK put out, like They even tried to attempt to like get him another flight, get his accommodation situated because this is a charity event. And you chose to not respond until this past Wednesday after the story had blown up. And so it's just like, for what? It's like, bro, you're a person that has a lot of potential. And just like into Courtney Rice's point, and thank you for joining us. It's like, yo, you're in a very small community.
It's a fraternity, right?
Yeah. And it's just like, yo, like, especially when it comes to this booking stuff, like booking is a big thing for you right now. Like, you don't have the E anymore.
No.
So it's like, you need to be able to be booked to go to these places. And the fact that people are still messing with you to want to have you come to these places, it says a lot about you. But it's like, yo, it's really all about having the right attitude. And I think for the fact of, because you could kick someone's ass, you have a tunnel vision and don't see the full perspective. Like the fact that Goldberg doesn't like you says a lot about you.
Yeah, I saw that. Remember, I've never watched that clip of them like actually interacting with each other. I think there's a clip of it that they may have showed when Matt Riddle was talking to him or something like that. I never watched it because I knew it was going to feel awkward, because Goldberg on his tail end now, even through the WCW run, well, other than Bret Hart, nobody really hates Goldberg, right? Like, but for Riddle, he's been talking outside of his neck for years, man. That's why, like, anytime those matches with Seth Rollins, man, and they kind of got a little personal, I was always on Seth's side. I never rooted for this guy. And that's the wild thing, right? They put him with Randy. Okay, Randy's getting cheered. Matt Riddle, RK Bro is a thing. I'm like, nah, man. Like, Randy needs to punt this clown right now and just stop all of this. Forget the merch. Forget everything.
Yeah, and
it's a clown, man.
Yeah, and that's all it really is. And it just shows again, like, some of these people where it's like, you understand why why WWE let you go, and you're showing it more and more as you act, and where we have these type of stories developing, which is kind of sad, because I am a little bit of the opposite of him. Outside of the back end part, I loved him on screen. I thought he did a great job in ring. I thought he was a great performer. I thought he did a lot when it came to this and could give a lot to the business. But the fact that your attitude is warped, you became a disappointment. And then they let you go, and now you're just consistently going downhill when they come to these things. Like, bro, a charity event?
Yeah, man. Like, this is a great opportunity to rebuild yourself, to come, like, your highest of highs, man. Like, you were there. You were there. And then to get released, you came back to, I thought like a new look would happen or something like that, but really didn't get anything, but that's similar character. But this was time for you, like, to go out and like really do some cool stuff and get the talk up to be considered to come back. I know the E is the biggest thing, right? Like, that's the be all end all, the holy grail of wrestling, essentially. And if they tap your shoulder, you're like, okay, I'm coming back. Maybe he doesn't want to come back. Maybe he just doesn't care, man. I pick up a lot of like, I don't care from Matt Riddle. Like, that's his vibe that he gives me. Not just a carefree vibe, but just like an I don't care. And this is what I felt from this too.
Yeah, and it's also something Patrick Clark Jr. said, formerly known as the Velveteen Dream, said, you could tell a lot of these people who don't have an OG teaching you things. You could tell, like, there's a huge difference for the people who are not sitting here being a sponge and taking in advice, or even going to somebody for advice, especially being on the independent circuit. It's like, bro, you need these anchors of people that can help you, that have been in here for years and can teach you things. And it's like, you can clearly tell Matt Riddle is not going to anybody. It's, hey, I do what I want. I come in here, I do my stuff, and I dip.
They put him with Randy though, Will. Like, you would think that would, because Randy's in that point in time in his career where he is giving back a lot more than ever.
But you gotta remember, Randy got hurt, and so then Riddle was left on his own.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
You gotta remember that he got left by his own, and then you got left to your own devices.
Man.
And they put him to babysit him, which is fine because again they did a great job as a tag team. But it was like, yo, once he had to be out for a certain amount of time, Riddle didn't have nobody to go to. Riddle didn't have nobody to talk to.
Interesting. But hey, man,
yeah.
We'll see. Maybe you can turn this around. I mean, I always hope for the best outcome. I'm just naive that way. So,
same thing WWE tells us. We wish you the best in your endeavors.
Yeah.
And we just leave it at that. So
it's up to you at the end of the day, man. It's up to him.
It's up to him. And he ain't got nobody to blame but himself. So, now we've talked about the potential of AJ Lee coming back. And so why wouldn't Naomi have something to say about the possible return with AJ Lee? Naomi took to Twitter and stated, if she comes back while I'm not there, you're going to see the biggest crash out you have ever seen on social media if she comes back. And I think she's well in her right because
it's understandable.
It's very understandable. Like, yo, if I don't get a chance, like now, and I'm just like, yo, if I don't get to see Naomi versus AJ Lee, I'm gonna be upset.
Naomi probably asking the doctor's like, hey, realistically, could I go in here and take a few bumps?
just like how far pregnancy wise, where it's like, yo, you just can't be in the ring.
Yeah, like, well, how long do I have fully? But no, I've been lighted up has been in my head like since the weekend. Like it's been I'm just humming it, washing dishes. Like it's great. But nah, man, if she comes back during this point in time, I understand the crash out because AJ Lee has been like, I think we've wanted her so badly to come back so we could put her in this crop of wrestlers, of women's wrestlers, and actually see her like go. You know what I mean?
She's their mother. Every person you've seen in here, I'm like, yo, that's your mama.
And they know, and the thing is, they know she can go.
Yeah,
but they want to be like, we're Naomi's here now. Like we're gonna get we'll get pops. You'll get the biggest probably, but hey,
I said that's the thing. That's the thing.
We're here now.
Head to head thing, because I don't think you get the bigger pop. Like Naomi coming back after having a baby.
Oh, that's gonna be Triple H Madison Square Garden.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. And now you got that with AJ Lee. It's like, yo, if there's any time women's wrestling needs to be great, it's right now. It is right now.
If she comes back, Will, how long of a run do you think she'd have? Just through this Becky and Seth thing, or could we see something go to WrestleMania?
Yeah, we get something to go to WrestleMania. And I think we'll do a writer's room of that when we have Honey here again next week. But no, I feel like this is a long extended thing. At least for a year. I know that she has like a whole bunch of other projects that she works on and she does. So I don't think that she'll come back for a big full like 5-year run or nothing like that.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think she'll give us that year run just for us to get like some of the dream matches that we want. Like, you know, her versus Roxanne Perez, her versus Becky, her versus Charlotte. Like
versus Bailey would be fun too, man. Like
her versus Bailey. Like it's so many of these like where you want to see this happen. And so I can't wait. But I will say this, because you little punk ass kids and y'all can't wait to get stuff out and tell people that these things are happening. I hope this Friday, if CM Punk is there and Becky Lynch is there and Seth Rollins is there and y'all sitting here waiting for that music to hit, I hope Rhea Ripley music hit and piss all y'all off.
So they teased it a little bit, right? With them talking backstage. I thought that when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, AJ might not. But here's the thing. That's heat on Rhea. That I don't think it's like Rey Mysterio coming out at 30. Like that's what that would be for Rhea.
Yeah, yes and no. We would be because she could play it off like were y'all expecting somebody else, but you got to think about it too. Like this ESPN, so Rhea gotta be on Wrestlepolooza.
No, yeah, of course we've talked
Rhea
about that. She's got it. She's on the poster. Like she better be on the poster.
Yeah, Courtney, listen. If we get AJ Lee versus Alexa Bliss, I will poop a communion cracker. Like, ah, help me. Help me. Little Miss Bliss versus AJ Lee. Oh! Now,
hey, man,
do us right and get Saraya in here too. Oh, it's everybody done. I'm just saying everybody's done. If you're not part of WWE, y'all cooked.
Which is so wild, the fact that like low key that could be a possibility down the line for Paige to come back.
Look,
and be within this universe of wrestlers, because she was in it. That injury against Sasha, right? Like, so she was in the mix when this evolution was starting.
Yes, she was.
The evolution,
the 4 Horsemen era. She's in the 4 Horsemen, which was okay. I want to see it now because I've stood on this and I'm going to keep standing on this. Paige and AJ Lee are the mothers of the women's division today. You do not have
generation.
You do not have a women's division today without those two. I know they like to try to give it to Nikki Bella.
More than Nikki. I agree, Will. I agree.
I don't agree with that. These two women are the reason why you have the matches that you have and you have the determination that you have amongst all these women wrestlers in the industry today. And for myself, I just want to see Paige and AJ Lee be able to hold official WWE women's titles, not just the Divas Championship. I want to see WWE Women's Champion AJ Lee, Women's World Champion Paige. I want to see them hold those belts because they deserve to have that written in history. They deserve to show that legacy. They deserve to be able to see what it is they built and be a part of it.
That's it. They low-key deserve it, man. Not low-key, really. They deserve that opportunity. Yeah. And just thinking about back to the Nikki Bella thing, I'll give Nikki her credit. Her run when she's committed to it, to getting better in the ring, was a really good run. I think her and Naomi had a few matches too. She took it seriously for once because she was with John at the time too. So I'm sure there was a lot of like talk like what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And her in-ring got a whole lot better. But talking about like the roster of who they watched or who they wanted to wrestle during that time, it's just like you said, it's AJ Lee and Paige. Like those were their mothers, like for like better term, like you said, that's who they are. Again, Nikki, good run, but they're trying to place this title on her where fans who either watch or even if you didn't watch, just heard about it, kind of know if it's Nikki, Paige, and AJ in a lineup, Nikki's coming in third on that list of moving that needle for the women's division or being that wrestler, that level of wrestler.
I can't even put her third. I can't even.
Well, I'm just saying that's the only 3 we got.
Yeah, I'm just like Nikki Bella she did the best for the situation she was in. Like right now, it is about being a diva. It is about being a reality star. It's about being these things. That's what she showed. So is she
way better than Brie?
Yeah. So is she a great all-around superstar? That's what I'll give you credit for. Like you created the mold of what it's like to not only just be in the ring, but to be a superstar. Being stuff where you transition out of these things where it's not just being able to show yourself in a bikini or anything like that. Like you are doing these stories. But for the ones, again, Paige called herself the anti-diva.
Mm-hmm.
And they are the reason of where it's like, okay, now we see the shift. So if anything, you're a catalyst like Bret Hart is to the Attitude Era. These two wanted to do everything you didn't do. It's like, yo, I don't need to be a reality star. I don't need to do these stuff. I don't need to be with the greatest person in the business. What I'm going to do is come in here. I'm going to show my skills in the ring and put on such dope matches that y'all going to want to see that every single week. And that's what those two women did. That's what Naomi did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of those wrestlers, even Courtney, right? To Stone Cold Courtney's point, Emma, there were a lot of people in there that were like, "Yo, no, we'll still stand on this to where I don't have to do that." It's like, yo, when you saw that, it's like, dang, I don't have to, like all of this stuff. I could be me and just go wrestle and have a dope character. Those are the two women that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Not Nikki.
They separated from the pack.
Yeah, Nikki is responsible for Carmella. If y'all want to say anything, Nikki is responsible for giving us Carmella, and Carmella is great because she has no problem being said, "I am a diva." I have no problem admitting that.
Yeah, she embraced that too. But it's almost to the point where like the wrestlers we have today, women's wrestlers we have today, they picked who they want it to be like. And we have to remember what the women's division was like back then too.
Yeah.
During that gap in time to what the Divas Championship. So Paige comes back. I think we're all looking forward. If it turns out to be Rhea, I don't want that heat on her.
I'm a laugh.
But
my ass off, bro.
I like Rhea, man. I really, really do.
I do too. But
that's what that heat on her.
That's what y'all get for blowing these surprises. Stop messing up people's surprises and return, Joe. Y'all don't have to know. You little new generations don't have to know everything before it happens. Let stuff be a damn surprise.
Remember how nice it used to be? Late 90s. You didn't know who was showing up.
Didn't know. You had to wait till next week to know what was going to go on.
But see, there were dirt sheets on the internet at the time, but like internet was for a term in its infancy, right?
To Stone Cold Courtney's term, beating off to the dirt sheets is what she called.
Oh wow,
yeah, that was unless she was beating off to the dirt sheets, you didn't know nothing.
Oh,
you didn't know anything. I was like, yo, never gonna forget that line, Courtney. Thank you so much, and I will always give her.
So we had internet dial up, but I wasn't searching for who's coming back this week or who's showing up on this pay-per-view. No, man, you were just in it. And I miss those days, but that's why, like, when we do get a genuine surprise, that's why it's so good. That's why Edge's return is so good. That's why AJ's coming to WWE was so good. Cena coming back from injury that quickly. So good. Keep, like, if you want to find out for it, find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go out there posting it. You don't have to do nothing.
Stop trying to get so many likes and all of this stuff just so you can report and snitch on some stuff. It's like, yo, what happened to where it was just like, yo, because even like Fightful, like we talked about, really pissed me off about that. It's just like, yo, y'all couldn't wait till she came back and then report this. It's like, yo, why do y'all all have to know everything that's gonna happen in order for you to go watch something? Like, when did we become that? Because like social media, to Jeffrey's point, social media already kills the movie industry, and the wrestling, it's even worse because it's always constantly happening. So many people want to report it so fast, and it's just like, oh, why y'all can't let it happen first? Then let's hit the reports. Then let's talk about it.
Yeah, it just said like, hey, we heard news of this rumbling a week ago after whatever pay-per-view. It's just like, but here's the thing, Will, like, that's subscription-based stuff, right? They're making their money too. I mean, hell, Meltzer charges $14.99 a month for his stuff, and half of that crap be wrong. So you can take it for what it's worth, but then you get like genuine reports of like them knowing stuff or them speculating or whatever and spoiling it. It's kind of, it sucks, man. It's like getting a spoiler to a movie before I go see it, before I go pay to see it.
Yeah. And I can't stand it with this generation. And I'm not saying like Gen Z or anything like that, but just this society right now. It's like,
gotta be first, Will. If you ain't first, you last.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, you're not even putting yourself in the race. You just want to spoil something to say you do.
It's like, who told you that? You could be second, you could be third.
Who the hell told you that? You did. Boy, I was on Coyote most of the time I talk to you. You listening to me.
Imagine living your whole life by code that person you thought lived by that did not live by. Like, that's wild, man. My whole life has been uprooted if that's the case.
We'd have had to fight. I'd have told him, like, look, listen, after this cougar in the car, you and I got to step outside and box, buddy. After that,
I built my whole life on this.
But we'll see again as the story develops. We'll see what's going to happen on Friday Night SmackDown as the stories progress. Now something very interesting. Very interesting.
You are coming out of the woodwork with these.
Hey man, it's all. Listen, this.
Here she go talking again.
Yeah, so Ronda Rousey stated that WWE will erase her from women's wrestling history. In a quote that she stated, she said, "I don't know if I'll be a part of the story about women, about how women are main eventers in 10 years, but I don't give a F because women are going to be main eventers in 10 years. I realized at one point, man, I do so much badass effing gangster shit that no one's ever going to know about. And then I realized why I do it. It's because I get a kick out of doing badass gangster shit. It's not so people can see it and appreciate it. It's so I can pop myself. Like, would it be some badass gangster shit to do right now? And then I go do it. There's so much people will never know about my contributions. My legend is really just me experiencing it. Guys, you have no idea. I'm the most badass gangster bitch ever. So will everyone appreciate it? Probably not. Will everyone benefit from it? Yeah, they fucking will. So here's my only question I got. Who told her she was gangster? First,
there's like 5 gangster bitches.
Yeah, like who told you last week you was gangster and like gave you the approval? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like badass gangster. Like I was like, yo, you are a lot of that. Are you the baddest woman on the planet? Very, very much so. Gangster though? What? Before we get walked through that, we have a special guest joining us while Honey is fixing her plumbing issues in the Honey McDuck vault. We have another politician here joining us today. He's going to be getting in the writer's room, but I'd love to get his also opinion on the next 2 stories before we jump in. The mayor of Vice City is here. Cedric, man, thank you for joining us, man. I know you know that traffic is crazy out there, and I appreciate you taking the time out.
Happy to be here.
I just want to get your thoughts on what Ronda Rousey said about doing gangster shit and that WWE will probably erase her from women's history.
You know what? Okay, let me go back and read that quote. I didn't see that quote. I saw some other stuff she said.
Can we get Will to read it again? Read it again.
Oh, I'll read it again.
The accuracy.
Read it again, Will. Read it again.
Now, can I say gangsta or gangster?
Gangster.
How was it?
Gangster.
Oh, she's in with the ER?
Yeah, okay. Said with the ER. She's in some gangster shit. Is what she's in right now. She says, I don't know if I'll be a part of the story about how women are main eventers in 10 years, but I don't give a fuck because women are going to be main eventers in 10 years. I realized at one point, man, I do so much badass fucking gangster shit that no one's ever going to know about. And then I realized why I do it. It's because I get a kick out of doing badass gangster shit. It's not so people can see it and appreciate it. It's so I can pop myself. Like, you know what would be some badass gangster shit to do right now? And then I go do it. There's so much people will never know about my contribution. My legend is really just me experiencing it. Guys, you have no idea. I'm the most badass gangster bitch ever. So will everyone appreciate it? Probably not. Will everyone benefit from it? Yeah, they fucking will.
I love this quote so much. I just wish it came from somebody else. This quote is like right up my alley. I would probably spit that quote bar for bar, just in the regular setting. But if it was from a different messenger, I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. A little bit misguided, you know. I mean, but she's not wrong. Like, the reason the first women's main events happened was totally off her star power. Let's give credit where credit is due. Would the WWE erase her from the annals of history? I don't think so.
I don't either.
I don't think there's much of a story to tell about the Ronda era because she was built as this huge hype train but she did deliver the spectacle for the women because it's like, oh, we're going to fight Ronda Rousey, stuff like that. Now, where it gets tricky and murky, it's not WWE, it's with TKO. Her UFC pass is, it's a mixed bag. You know, it started off really strong and it ended very flat, and she doesn't really go around those parts for promo or anything of the likes. Like not even at any events. Like, hey, this is Ronda Rousey in the crowd. Ronda Rousey, she don't go back at all. So I don't know if TKO will hold that grudge at a higher state and be like, hey, we don't want to boost this person's star power because they're not in the limelight no more. It might be something like that. But I absolutely think is she a WWE Hall of Famer? Debatable. We can debate that to the moon come up. But
celebrity wing.
Yeah. Well, contributions for the women's division as a whole. Yeah. I mean, just by her name alone. I wouldn't say because of the run or the work in ring, none of that. I would say just off her name, she brought more spotlight to the women's division than probably any other woman in history.
Yeah. And you were part of one of the biggest women's matches of all time, which is main event in WrestleMania with Becky and Charlotte. Like, they're not going to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And you're in it. Like, so they're not going to get rid of that at all. So it's just like, I'm with Mayor. Like, had someone else said this, cool. But for like Ronda, it's just kind of like, you're giving me very much Matt Riddle vibes, and I don't like it. I don't like it. You left your mark here in WWE. Be proud of it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, yeah, because we're putting matches into the Hall of Fame now. That's obviously a Hall of Fame worthy match, that triple threat main event. So I don't know if she'll get in solely. I think one day she will, but erasing her from WWE, I don't think they'll do that. She's a part of a lot of moments. The Rock and Stephanie and Triple H, they'll show that over. The next year with that her WrestleMania tag team match, they'll show that. Triple H sold his ass off during that match as well. But I think, I don't know, it didn't end the way that I guess she expected it to end. And I think it's a bittersweet ending where it started out with so much.
Same in UFC.
Yeah, exactly. The juggernaut in UFC killing everybody until she got kicked in the face with Holly Holmes, and it was a wrap after that. But she had a big layoff there. She did movies and stuff. It's a lot to get hit in the face after you've done all that, man, and made all that money. So not trying to take that away from her, but there's no way they erased Ronda Rousey. Like, again, bittersweet ending. She left Shayna, and Shayna had an opportunity to really do something good with that split, and they give you that MMA style sort of, I don't know what that thing was for their match, and it was just a tough way. It was a tough ending for her. So I think if the ending would have been better for her, if she would still be in it, I don't think we'd be hearing this stuff now. But just how she feeling.
I think we would still cared if they actually built Shayna after that. Like, hey, I'm the one that got Ronda out of here. I'm the one that retired Ronda Rousey.
They could have capitalized, yeah.
They didn't do anything with it. But speaking of the Hall of Fame, they actually they submit matches to the Hall of Fame now, right?
Yeah. Bret and Stone Cold got in.
Exactly. So I can see the first women's main event being a Hall of Fame match more so than Ronda going in as a super
solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it as that. I mean, again, too, I see like further down the line if they're like, yo, we got another spot for this class and we want to put her in there. Because, like, again, her run wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But, like, yo, you've had memorable moments as champ. But it makes me also curious of, like, if you're saying it like this, how did y'all end? Like, was it amicably or, like,
it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, and it's like it seemed like a lot of bad blood happened with you leaving.
And I don't know why. It's because she got virtually everything she wanted. Like, I don't know what else she wanted to showcase. Like, money-wise, promotion, top of the card, you got what you wanted. Even when you weren't at the main event and holding the big belts, you were in a tag team with Shayna. So you got to travel the road with your friend, be tag team champions. Like, you got promo time when you didn't work on your promos. Like, you got handed everything. You didn't have to go through the NXT system, anything like that. You got to work with the biggest stars. I don't know what, and she's had books. I don't know if she's written anything about this, but I don't know why she's so sour on the entity that helped boost her fame even more after such a tumultuous drop from MMA.
I think because a lot of stuff she wasn't expecting, and I think, and to like something with Boza's point, I think it also has to do with how WWE was pushing her. So it's like, yo, we're going to throw you right into the fire. We're going to throw you into this. We're going to have you do this. And it's like, yo, y'all didn't really teach this girl what the fundamentals to be not only a WWE superstar, but on a main card for it. Like, yes, she can fight. Yes, she can combat. But it's like, yo, none of y'all prepared her, which really changed a lot for her when she was in Los Angeles and they booed her. Mm-hmm. Like, that really took effect to her. Like, yo, my hometown is booing me. And it's like, yo, for what? Like, I'm supposed to be a face right now and y'all are booing me. Like,
that when Charlotte tore up, was that the one where
I don't even think it was. No, I think she was out there by herself and they were booing her.
Okay, because there was after a match where it was supposed to be like sympathy for her, because I think Charlotte may have put like a kendo stick to her or something, and people were cheering.
She just came in with a straight promo, and they were booing.
Yeah, but Ronda should have been the first woman. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't want to say that, but she should have been a Paul Heyman girl.
Yes,
would have been beneficial. For her.
At least for somebody. Again, same thing like how we talked about with Matt Riddle, someone to be able to guide into there instead of just going like, hey, we're going to throw you in the fire, which again, still made for great television, but it's like her longevity could have been here a little bit better. She could have had a little bit more knowledge when it comes to how the business operates inside the ring, outside the ring, even in the back of production, but they didn't do that. It was just like, yo, we got Ronda, let's do this now.
So do we know her? Because I'm thinking TKO can see dollar signs in anything. And especially with UFC and WWE sort of being a little bit tied at the hip. What was her, obviously her run in UFC didn't end greatly, but what's her relationship with UFC? Has she talked badly about the UFC too? Because I could see TKO working something out to bring her back for appearances or something. I think they should really. I
think they're open to it. It's just she doesn't want to. Like, she's kind of like moved into her next chapter with like being a mom and doing other stuff. Like, she just doesn't, like, she's done with that. And then also too, I know there was a lot of like pressure in doing that, and a lot of stuff coming from like her mom when it was like in UFC. So I can see another reason why she may not want to be a part of those things. And then too, I heard like her husband was kind of a difficult person to like work with during the WWE run.
He was a wrestler too, wasn't he? Was he a wrestler?
I don't think so.
Travis Brown, he's a ex-heavyweight fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would like insert himself in like things and just like, yo, you know, you can't really like be right here right now with that. Well, who gonna tell me no? And it's like, okay, bro. Yeah, you got it. You can sit right here if that's where you want to sit. So again, it's just egos that need to be checked, and just again, you're not bigger than the business.
And I think they have such an ideal. I mean, come on, man. The Rocket was strapped to her back as soon as she stepped in that ring at WrestleMania.
That was the problem.
And that exactly said that was the problem.
Yeah,
like there wasn't a build, there wasn't matches for it, there wasn't training sort of to the degree. She didn't even get the level of celebrity training like a Bad Bunny did to start out.
When she got hot shot that hot to the top, it's like now, and you did it for a while. Now I don't believe that anybody can beat you. And then she's not a stiff worker, but she needs like a good dance partner, because sometimes like her selling other people's offense doesn't come off the right way.
No. And that was the problem. They didn't train her enough to, hey, let's drop it down to 30% UFC and get 70% wrestler. But we've talked about that before. Like, there is no great blueprint of a UFC fighter coming over to a wrestler. The only one that's there now that could be that success and show like, hey, I'm the best transitioning UFC fighter to wrestler is Lola Vice. She's really the only one. where it's like, hey, she knows how to do UFC. She's UFC trained, but it's like, yo, her wrestling has gotten incredible. The way her personality works now is incredible. Like, you've now built a superstar. And that's what Ronda never showed. I remember when Ronda did them arm bars and she was like, y'all ready to see this? And it's like, yo, no. Who told you? No.
Well, here's the thing.
It's
Like, even her tag team partner, Kurt Angle.
And go.
Yeah.
All you have to do was this. Like, no. Like,
well, having like Kurt Angle, I could see that being like her move set. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that, if we think about it, there's people that moveset wise, not sure personality wise, but moveset wise, she would have fallen into perfectly with this from transitioning. Just be a technical wrestler. You could be a brawler sometimes, but
you need time for that though. And that's what
the problem is, people don't really study like those older styles no more, and it's going to be controversial. Brett's right. Benefit if people would be more like him, and then you can fall back into like that slow, methodical match like Randy be doing.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people don't do that. Like, she's the type of girl that could have studied like Dean Malenko, like study some of his holds and just pace a match out. And it's like, oh, I'm falling into like, I got graps.
Another
1,000 holds. You're right.
One too, and I know they hate it, but Miz would have been a great teacher because despite what people want to say, Miz barely get hurt. Miz don't be out for a long time. I don't think I've maybe heard maybe once or twice Miz getting an injury.
Yeah, maybe like, yeah, you're right. Maybe like twice in his whole career.
Yeah,
and Miz is hated for the right reasons because he does good heel work. He doesn't have go away heat.
No.
When he's got a mic, you want to listen, because I still remember that promo he did walking through that hallway to the ring. Like, that was the moment where I was like, damn, Miz might be champion, man. Like, he might.
And that's what she could have been able to utilize on, especially if you're calling yourself the baddest bitch on the planet. Like, go for that. But again, like, I don't.
Shamrock. That's right. Yeah.
But again, I don't necessarily blame her. I blame it for y'all strapping the rocket in there. You know what it is? It's Jay Cargill before Jay Cargill.
Yikes. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And it's like, this shows you of like, hey, we get it, but there's certain steps you can't skip. Like, as much as people do not like Logan Paul, he did not skip steps. That boy goes to that ring every time and trains. He may be a walking highlight reel like a 2K character, but that dude sits in that ring, soaks in everything, and learned this business.
And having good dance partners too. Like, he's top roster is who he's worked with only.
Yep.
And he knocks it out of the park every time.
Yeah, but that's what they wanted from them. That's why I had said to like even like TK over on WWT, you're never going to have a social media or celebrity that's going to top what he did. As much as you're saying like, no, I wouldn't say that. Like, I would, because of how he set everything up as to how he moved. Like, again, you went to the ring with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and put on a real match. Not no like, hey, I gotta carry you. It's like, hey, is he gonna win this?
Yeah.
Is he gonna really win?
Because that picture with Roman loading up that punch and him flying off, boy, Logan should have that on his wall. Like, yes, that's how good that photo looked and that moment was.
You know what? Hey, I would be down to have, and I hate that I'm saying this, but the moment with him and Ricochet in the Rumble, the Dragon Ball Z joint, if somebody were to paint that, that's fire. That'd be cold. Like,
it'd be fire. So, but yeah, man, I don't think Rondo will get erased from history. So
no.
Keep doing what you're doing, but just you ain't got to be bitter about it. You did what you did, and you have left your mark. So be proud of that, which I guess you are, because you do badass gangster shit. So, but breaking news, we have found out that the TNA Championship will be on the line in October. We already know of one. Oh, excuse me. We already know of one that sickness kicking in. We already know of one big match, which is of course the Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys, and we now know that the TNA Championship will be on the line. Trick Williams will be defending against Mike Santana October 12th. Now, the question is this when they pull the trigger and Mike Santana get this belt, or does Trick and A still reign supreme throughout 2025? Say it. Let me start with you.
What city is it in?
It looks like Lowell, Massachusetts.
I feel like Mike is the guy.
Yep.
I feel like more than anything, even his crossovers in TNA have gone over very well. I think what were they at? They were probably in like the New York tri-state area not that long ago in the triple threat, and everybody thought Mike was going to win. But this is a one-on-one match. I think it has to happen now, because if Trick is doing this game like he did this past Tuesday, where it's like, I'm the greatest NXT champion, I'm the greatest person to come through here all the time because I have all these accolades, there's going to be somebody that he approaches that he can't do nothing with. And for Trick, man, I don't ever think that his run in NXT was about belts and accolades. It's about, just get better.
Yeah.
And TNA allowed him to get better. So we believe him as a superstar, not just like the airport test, like, oh, you look the part. But when the bell rings, I think he's gotten the reps over there with some vets and it's made sense, but TNA has to move their brand forward at some point. And this is going to be the person to move their brand forward with. But Trick, I don't think that means call up. I think he'll have at least one, if not two more big matches on the NXT brand. It's probably going to be with past superstars.
Yeah. We haven't seen him have his Legends match yet. And we got to see that with Trick.
Look at this. Oh, my God. Sorry, Bar.
Thursday
I'm still working right now, and I thought I was going to get off work in like the next, give or take, 30, 40 minutes. There's a weather delay in Philly, which means it's going to extend my time to maybe like 9. I just want to go to the gym, y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
I kept forgetting about Thursday night football. It's like, fuck. Football.
Yeah, we back, man.
I was like, we back. I was like, we might have to
whole last weather delay.
Yeah, we might have to go late or start early before football start. I was like, ooh. I was like, we can't be competing with Thursday night football. And the Eagles playing?
Yeah, man. Jalen Hurts doing good for me and my fantasy team, though.
It's like torture for me watching both of these teams on prime time.
There y'all go with y'all stats and fantasy.
Whole ass weather delay. Well, I guess I'm getting paid regardless to do nothing. So,
hey man, exactly. Enjoy it, and you get to talk wrestling while that's going on. So
yeah, exactly. It worked out. This worked out perfectly.
Dion, your thoughts on this? Does Mike Santana walk out as champ, or does Trick and A still reign supreme through 2025?
Man, I've been so wrong about these every time we ask this question. Because I always think it's time. I always think it's time, right?
At least you're consistent.
Yeah, like said, like if there has to be a time where it happens, and I think we all can agree that Mike Santana is that guy for this, that TNA flag bearer. I hope it is, because now since it's a singles match, we don't have to worry about Hendry. It's just one-on-one with, I guess, now the new established face of TNA in Mike Santana.
Yeah,
I want this to happen because, like I said, I want to see Trick's legend matches now. I want to see former NXT talent go back for Trick up until the rest of the year probably. Mm-hmm. I think Trick he'll get a call up next year. Again, I guess the draft isn't happening now, right?
No. It's supposed to be now an ESPN exclusive. They're gonna do something with the draft, supposedly. Yeah.
Okay, this might be the point where it's like the actual like NFL draft sort of hats and stuff. But no, I think I'm gonna go again. I picked against Trick so many times. I'm gonna pick against him again. I'm just gonna keep the streak going. I think this is the one. It's a one-on-one match. It's Bound for Glory, one of their biggest name shows. I think this is where you do it. You got to pull that trigger, man. Like TNA needs a W in this whole thing, but their whole W has been like they've been connected with NXT throughout this crossover, and it's helped both. It's helped Trick. I agree with Sid. I didn't even think about that. It gave Trick the reps he needed against established talent, because I remember when we were talking about it before, it was like, man, Trick is like, once that bell rings, it's a different story. And like who who's been good dance partners for him.
Yeah.
But then you open up that TNA roster and you see who comes over from there and where he goes from over there. It's been really beneficial for him. So I'm happy for him on that point. He'll be ready once he make the main roster this time.
You might be on to something too. I started like brainstorming. SmackDown and Raw draft day hats would be fire.
Well, they did
if they switched them up every year.
Yeah. He told like he's stayed. Deanna stayed mentioning this.
Yeah, I've always said about the draft. One was like just keep it NXT. Like you can shuffle the rosters however you want between the GMs, but having NXT be there or the talent be there and grab hats. I think they actually did grab hats from NXT the last time around.
Yeah, because I forgot when Kiana James and then went up. They had the Raw hat.
Yeah. So that's I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, just keep the draft NXT, man. We always talk about call-ups. That's the day. The draft is the day for call-ups.
Well, I think that one, I do like the trade though. I do like, because remember, like back in the Gap when they did have it, you saw everyone in the locker room like, okay, who's going next? Like when Undertaker got drafted to he was like,
oh, he's pissed.
He was pissed. It's like, bring that back. Give me that again. Give us them all there and let's have it. Like, yo, SmackDown acquires such and such. Raw acquires such and such. NXT, we're getting a call up from NXT and it's going to be this person. So
just go full sports. If it's on ESPN, just check that box,
GMs ain't even they've been pretty cordial with each other for a while now. There was a period of time we thought Pierce and Aldis were going to have a match. We are far removed from that.
Yep. you throw Ava into the mix too, and then like, who say they can't go to NXT? Some people can't be like, yo, we drafted you to NXT.
That would be interesting still.
We need more Ava like bossing up on them too, and then be like, oh, you talking shit to me? And call my dad.
Like, you know, I can make a quick call real quick. Right?
But like, about to win an Oscar, by the way.
Some of the superstars that's on your roster and who they related to. Keep that in mind. You know I can call up a werewolf real quick. So, but yeah, man, I think Mike Santana should pull the trigger, let him have it. Let Trick Williams get like a rematch thing. Mike Santana succeeds, and if need be, like again, we're by the time this happens, we're in November. So it's like, yo, Trick can take a break. Trick can take a break, enjoy himself, might maybe pop back up in the Royal Rumble or something like that.
One or two.
Yeah.
Wherever they at in January, you let him come out 1 or 2, you let him get his stuff off with the whoop that Tricks chance, like set that man up for greatness.
Yeah, he's put in work, man. Like he's put in work. He's
not Melo's sidekick anymore. He's the guy. The guy. So we shall see. But now we're gonna get into our final part.
Nah, don't put Trick in the Saudi Royal Rumble. Don't do that.
No, I can't do that one. You gotta have Book needs to be his hype man with a mic right behind him.
No offense. I don't want to hear that crowd say "whoop that Trick." I don't know how they're gonna sound when they say it. I don't know. I'm nervous.
I almost did the accent, but I realized we're
right.
I did it in my head. I did it in my head for myself.
Exactly. You hear it, and you're like, Yeah. Maybe regular Royal Rumble first, and then
do that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But we know all y'all heard it in y'all head. Let's take some account. All y'all heard it. When I said it, all y'all heard how they would say it. Don't act like we was the only ones. Okay. That's not exactly. Jeffrey, like y'all heard it in your head when I said it. So
of course.
Don't be that. Y'all know I'm right. That's why it's like maybe a regular Royal Rumble. But man, let's go ahead and get into our Kayfabe Unreal, the writer's room. Now, said in case you hadn't seen it, what we do is we kind of go like how we do with Unreal. We're in the writer's room. Triple H and them not here. We're in the driver's seat. And on this edition of Unreal, we are coming up with the card for Wrestlepolooza. All right, Wrestlepolooza is in a couple of weeks. We know a few of the matches that's coming. That don't matter. We're erasing all of that. We're starting fresh in the room. They're telling us to come up with the match card for Wrestlepolooza, and we're starting off with what's going on right now in WWE as we speak. So I will throw this out first. With Wrestlepolooza being the first PLE on ESPN, how many matches should we have? Do we go with 5 or do we extend a little bit with it being on ESPN? What are y'all thoughts?
I go 6.
For this, yeah, and you gotta get those subscribers, man. You gotta make it appealing. Let's go one more than what they 2 or 1 to 2 more than what they usually do.
Or if you go 5, give me a like a really solid pre-show match.
I'm comfortable with 6, like y'all said. I think because then it's 3 Raw matches, 3 SmackDown matches, if need be. At least if you start breaking it down like that. I like 6. Pardon me. All right, now that we had a 6, ESPN. We know the women's world title is going to have to be on the line. It's vacated. We need to go ahead and make a champion. And Stephanie McCurry has to be in that match. So, how do we see that going? Do we need a one-on-one match? Or is there an opening for something else?
Well, no, I think they announced it. I think it's
Io versus Stephanie.
So we're trying to do something different, like
if we want to. If not, if we want to keep it like that, we can keep it that way. But if we can think of something better for this being Wrestlepolooza on ESPN,
yeah, it's on again ESPN too. I have to think star power overall too, established superstars too. I'm gonna push for this like I pushed the last one, man. I'm throwing Rhea in there too. I'm making a triple threat.
I'm not mad at that. I think the only thing I want Io versus Stephanie because that's the best match you can possibly make on the entire card.
It's about that.
The only third that I'm adding, if possible, just like fantasy, but I'm making Naomi the special guest referee.
Ooh.
For her vacant title. That'd be a good sale.
If I could throw one more in there, I think it should be a fatal 4-way with Bayley in there too.
In this one?
Yep. Especially with what she's doing right now and what it seems like she's out with. Thoughts?
I do love Bayley.
Bayley, you saying Bayley, Rhea, Io, Stephanie. That scares me a little bit because now, like, I'm really thinking, like, who eats the pin? And my mind should not go straight to Bayley, but it does.
Should Stephanie have her one-on-one match though for this? She earned her right.
She did earn her right. She did earn her right to have a one-on-one match.
And then Io is the former champion, right?
Yeah, but does it have to be Io? So that's another thing. Does it have to be Io?
Well, Naomi defended it perfectly against 2 women who she cashed in against. That's why I'd put Rhea in it because they was having a hell of a match at Evolution, and then here comes they both kind of got screwed, right? That's how cash-ins work.
Yep.
If I had to do a multi-woman and it's really for the first, I don't would say the first time Io's a former champion, but Io being the former champion, Stephanie, I'm throwing Bird Lady in there.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think I can make the case for Lyra. She has a name.
I don't mind the Bird Lady. So okay. So then let's
call that woman that.
Okay, so then
we call the Birdman with respect. This is the same.
Yeah, because he said like. No, he said like, "Hey, I'm the Birdman." She's never said, "Hey, I'm the Bird Lady."
She has wings, doesn't she?
Oh, said, come on, man.
She mimics herself after a bird god, doesn't she?
I mean, if I rode around with wings, you would have to assume that I'm a bird, like you.
We say that respectfully.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying it's respectfully.
Like if I walked outside in a cape, you would assume that I'm a superhero. You just have to ask me what my powers are. Like,
Right. Now, Sage D suggests a rumble. So here's my thing. Dion makes a good point of Stephanie earned her match. So now the decision we got to make is, do we keep it one-on-one, or do multiple people deserve an opportunity to see who's going to be champ?
I just think she earned it, man. We're in that same pocket that Bianca was in when she earned her.
The messed up part is whatever one-on-one we pick, or that is going into, Stephanie's a heavy favorite. If there's betting odds, she's a heavy favorite. So
yes,
changing the odds of multiple women helps you believe that they're not just going to crown her right off the bat.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm leaning more. Again, it's on ESPN, but I'm leaning more and more just to that one-on-one match with them. I know we can get star power in there with Bayley and Rhea to make it 4-way. I love the idea of Naomi being a guest ref. I absolutely love that idea.
Yeah,
because there's an opportunity for her to play a key story, to play a key part in someone else's story.
Yeah,
for her return when she comes back. Because her and Stephanie have gone back and forth lately on Twitter too, on social. So
yeah, I like Naomi as a special guest referee.
I like that wrinkle. Is there some?
You know what? The reason why I say I suggest the one-on-one now is because if we think about it, we've had so many triple threat fatal 4-way matches for this belt. When's the last time we had a one-on-one match for the World Heavyweight title?
Evolution.
And we saw what happened.
Yeah, but other than that, and that was a cash in, so it made triple threat, right? So
and made it a triple threat. So it's like, do we need to keep throwing triple threats in there for this, or can we do a one-on-one?
It's hard to
they deserve
benefit from a one-on-one.
Two Monday Night Raw matches with no finish, like they really
deserve it. There's that too.
So do we want to keep it Stephanie versus Io?
I think so. If you give me the wrinkle of Naomi and their special guest referee, I think she can drop down and get that 1, 2, 3. So
I don't think she's that far along just yet.
We got to be in the early stages.
Yeah, she can still slide down.
Just be taking no kicks to the stomach. They had to be like, hold up.
Yeah,
no serious bumps here, but I love her
stepping all over her stomach in that match. Like,
I know, right?
Over the moonsault, a pregnant lady? Io, come on now. All right, so we're sticking with Io Sky, Stephanie versus Io Sky. And
they deserve it because I forgot about those no finishes for their matches too. They deserve a definitive end to a match.
Okay. World title on the line. Okay. All right. So we got one. We need 5 more.
Brock versus Cena is going down for sure, just to get it out of the way.
We brought him back for that. I feel like we brought him back for this. Let's go ahead and get that done.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make that happen.
I'll throw a wild card out there. We're in Indianapolis. ESPN influence. Is Pat McAfee going to work a match?
Nope.
I didn't hear what he said. Hold on.
I knew where he was going.
I said, is Pat McAfee going to work a match? Because it's his town, ESPN influence and all that. He normally works matches in Indy.
So let's find the middle. With 6 matches, could we do a quick spot with him, with somebody? Like who's somebody that can come out, cut a promo, get the crowd booing them, and then Pat McAfee music hit, and we have like a quick impromptu match.
Grayson Waller.
I'm not mad at that. Boy, Dion does not want any part of that.
Because they're doing the whole new day stuff. Big G, all this other type of stuff. Pat could be on the pre-show commentary with Big E and them. Boom. Like,
I'm not mad at that.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that if there's anybody else that will work, but that works heel wise, right?
Like you said, money.
Hey man, that
I don't
subscription
like
already
it.
went.
I
That
don't wanna
subscription
see
already
that.
went through.
But I mean, if we got to do it, we got to do it.
It makes sense. It's WWE. They would do that for McAfee. He has to be involved somehow. You do a little in between, little palate cleanser with him.
Real quick,
Yeah, a
nothing.
little palate cleanser.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing too crazy. Just like, yo, bro, y'all got 5 minutes. Y'all got 5 minutes to go do some stuff that we got to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Are there no other like very bad like heels? Okay,
Obnoxious
Sage D
heels,
could've-
I would say Chad Gable, but he's out.
He's out.
yeah, Sage D did say Logan Paul.
I like.
But Logan
They
Paul
did
is
that
just-
already, though, right?
Yeah,
No?
Logan Paul is
Yeah,
on-
but then that's not a 5 minute match. That's that gotta be a match. Like
Yeah,
Great
Logan Paul
Paul
is-
works because you got the New Day coming out, and then here comes Pat McAfee, and then they throw Grayson to the wolves.
and he takes the bumps.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's why.
'cause
Because I can
Logan
hear
Paul is
it,
at
like,
top
I
echelon.
can't wrestle. I'm grieving.
He's got that neck brace on too, still. So
Yeah.
No.
So I think
yeah,
that's
that's it. Okay.
That's how Pat can get like a quick one off. And then, yeah, I wouldn't. I hate that it logically makes sense. And don't get me wrong, but
like you said, it's Indianapolis, it's ESPN. Like we
It
got,
makes sense.
yeah, we got to make it happen. Like the pop that it's gonna get, especially being on ESPN, people love Pat McAfee, so we'll get the exposure that we need with that. So
As that crossover appeal too.
yeah,
So it works. It definitely works.
and that's a great, like to Dion's point, great palate cleanser to get into the next three matches. So, but we still need 4.
Mhm.
that's so we're not counting that as one.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like a palate
Like,
cleanser.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Like
yeah.
5 minutes tops.
So there's a couple other elephants in the room on the card that I think we know because I saw you guys talking about AJ Lee. So I want to jump to the other side of that coin with number one contendership. I think it's a perfect time, and it can be one-on-one. I don't mind. Well, no, actually, no, because that means Punk will be in that match. So no, yeah, number one contendership, LA Knight versus Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. I wrote that one down too.
Yeah,
Because they've been building.
I like that. I have no notes on that one.
Yeah, especially with LA Knight talking about the How
Yeet
you-
versus yeah,
the
like
Yeet versus and all
he jealous.
the stuff off the
It's-
glasses and
it
stuff.
ain't, it
So,
ain't Jay fault you chose your colorway to be red and yellow. You know what red and yellow mean.
hey man, we gotta sell those Slim Jims though too, man. You know what I mean? Like the Slim Jim tables.
Yep,
Yeah, that one's perfect. That's
it.
I think I think that feud would be really dope too. Because they're both like, well, Jay has already been champion, but like soon to be. And making a number one contenders match for it too would add some stakes to it.
That's who you're now like, hey, when it's all said and done, when
There's
Cena's
the Rocket.
gone, when Punk's gone, who is going to be this next generation? It has to be, those two have to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Where we at so far? That's it's kind of raw heavy, right?
Yeah, so that's Raw. Well, Brock versus John, I guess, is kind of SmackDown wise.
Okay.
So I
Ooh.
think we've got one more Raw match that we can do.
They're building Tiffany versus Jade. I just don't believe it yet. I think it's more believable to have Charlotte and Alexa defend. I just don't know against who.
Yeah, I don't think we should. If we're crowning a women's world title, I don't want to. For this one, I don't know if it's best to have both women's titles on the line.
Yeah.
But I do like what you talked about on WWT of having those titles on the line and bringing tag teams from each brand to go up against them.
Well, yeah, they can do that match. They did something similar, but they can do it on a
Evolution.
bigger platform now.
Yeah, they did Evolution, right? So that would have been
And now you can mix it up a little bit because you can have Zaruka, very deserving. But the idea of like maybe a TNA tag, like the Inspiration, come and do their thing, and then you just have a Raw tag team. And I imagine it'd be the Kabukis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's or insert TNA into this thing too. That would be
give them the spotlight,
huge,
man.
huge for them.
Get some shine. And then you know how big it would be for the Iconics to get a pop on the main roster.
Yeah,
like
that would be insane. That would be insane.
So I would love that.
So is it Kabuki Warriors or Judgment Day?
Ooh, that's tough.
I pulled the Raquel has been killing it and Roxanne has been killing it. I'm pulling the trigger on Judgment Day, man. Raquel has changed so much in her act, the way she wrestles, the way she wrestles big. Like
and this could be their last effort with the tag team before we move them singles wise.
She deserves it, man. I think that's who needs that one.
I don't want to boot the Kabukis though, because that makes you. This is me believing that the TNA tag team should be a part of this too. So it got to be one or the other. Like,
I like the inspiration. I think the pop for the inspiration is good.
But we're going for like a pop instead of like.
Damn.
I don't want to waste a position for a pop.
Do we boot Zaruka? Do we?
No.
See I'm like,
no. What if you just ran the same Evolution match back? Would that be terrible?
That's terrible. Yeah.
That'd be a terrible idea for this, which was a really good match with really good teams.
Yeah, but it's the same exact thing. So that's why I like the whole of the inspiration being added, because you have that element, and then you have Zaruka, and then it's really just, okay, who blends better? Is it the Kabuki Warriors or Judgment Day?
Let's get wacky a little bit. What if we did the same thing we did at SummerSlam with the men's tag teams?
Ooh, a TLC match?
Yeah, why not?
Lord have mercy. It's Wrestlepolooza. It looks.
If Zaruka gonna be in this match, we gotta imagine it's gonna be some crazy soul snatchers. Like,
I'm not mad at that.
Then we can just fit as many teams in as we want.
Or do we want to do just a ladder match?
The ladder match would be cool. Be safer too.
Yeah, because we did a TLC, it's like, okay, let's not try to run back the same thing, but a ladder match, we haven't done that.
It'd be believable that Charlotte and Alexa can drop too.
Yeah,
with those type of stakes.
Okay. Thoughts, Theon?
No, I mean, I think putting a stipulation and being able to add other teams fixes the problem, and it gives us so far our only stipulation. Even though we're still using Naomi as ref, right? So that's a special guest referee, which is okay, which is fine in the scale of like, match types, I guess. But it does give us a little something like, hey, these women are in a ladder match, which I mean for the tag titles.
So hear me out. The Bellas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're gonna do 6 teams. Yep.
There's not a 6 team that we can
legitimately
think of to go here.
That's still present right now that are injured.
Because who do we have? Alexa and Charlotte. We put the Kabuki Warriors in, right?
Yeah.
The Iconics, Zarya and Soruka. That's 4, if I'm right.
Judgment Day,
that's 5.
And the Bellas.
5? That makes it uneven.
Unless you want to get more TNA influence to have Indy reunite with Candice for a one-off.
I think having the Iconics there, that scratches that itch for TNA for that one. I think having one team for that, it's like, man, nobody else in NXT?
No, I know. Unless you do again, I don't think Fatal Influence is going to get the pop that it needs to with them as tag team. As far as it goes, like Zaruka is a fan favorite, and
are those the only tag teams women's tag teams on Raw?
Mm-hmm. And Natty and Maxine.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Dungeon Dolls.
Yeah.
And then nobody else on.
Unless
really
you
on
got
SmackDown.
the Purvis.
Oh, damn. I don't know why I keep forgetting about Piper and Album. That's actually
Okay.
They'd actually be very, very much better in a ladder match setting.
That would be my 16. They would be my 16.
But the Bellas make the money.
Let's make that money, man. Hey, you and your Rhea shit.
This is true.
You and your Rhea stuff all the time. Hey, man, Rhea make money.
Hey, man, she's a walking dollar sign.
And so it's the Bellas.
So that's going to be the women's match representing the SmackDown brand, meaning that the world title nor the U.S. title will be represented.
Maybe.
Which likely means the U.S. title is being defended on SmackDown before.
Yeah.
So I did have a thought for the IC one, for the women's IC.
Hold on.
I thought we locked something in here.
No. So again, we have a ladder match for the women's tag team title. Inspiration, Judgment Day, Kabuki Warriors, Zaruka, the Bellas versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
But are we, like you said, we still have the Secret Hervis. Are we taking any of these teams out to replace the Hervis?
No.
So keep it like this.
Yeah, because you can still work Chelsea Green out on the outside, or she comes down for that. So there's still elements you can still play with. There's more things to do with that.
So who gets taken out
for the Hervis?
Yeah.
Only team that logically makes sense is the Bellas, and that's just because the stuff going on with Brie. We don't know if Brie is actually going to get signed or if they're going to take their grudge away because of Bryan Danielson. We don't know.
The only reason, excuse me. The only reason I would take them out is because of the fact that it's a ladder match. And I don't know if Brie and Nikki would do that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty high stakes for them, especially at this point in their career.
It may not be no punks. We saw Trish do it.
Well, yeah, we did, but it's like
we think of Trish differently, though.
Yeah, because Trish still got it. Not to say that Nikki don't got it, but it's like, okay, does Brie have it? And
we really should have put the strap
in the next 3 weeks for us to get Palooza.
We really should have put the strap on Trish at Evolution. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking by that. Sticking by it.
Yeah, I'm kind of bitter. We didn't get like a true Trish. Like we got a heel run, but it was just like it wasn't empty. She should have had a belt at some point.
Yeah, Evolution would have been a perfect place to do it.
Okay.
Hey, it probably would have wound up in a better,
you know where
SummerSlam match.
You know where my bias is, so yeah.
I understand.
Okay, so we're going with the Inspiration, Judgment Day, Kabuki Warriors, Haruka, and the Secret Hervis versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Solid. Shows a partnership with another promotion. So there you can hang their head on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we sitting at 4 now?
We need 2 more. Yeah.
Whew. We got the mixed match tag.
This is where I separated those. I don't want to mix. I think AJ coming back in that capacity is really good. It's however you get her back to team with her husband, and it's a husband and wife situation for both. Let's just do it straight up, man. Becky versus AJ, Wrestlepolooza. Let's just go ahead and do it.
Whew.
Then what do you do with CM Punk and Seth?
You let them go at it.
So 2 separate matches.
2 separate matches. I split them.
That makes you think who else on, because SmackDown seems thin, but who's getting left off the card there?
Rhea?
I had an idea. I'm talking from the SmackDown side of things.
It's Roman SmackDown, right?
Roman's technically not here because he's filming.
He's tweening. Like I think he's technically Raw.
Yeah, because he's technically a free agent, so he can go.
So we're not expecting either him or Cody for this Wrestlepolooza.
I forgot about Cody. Damn it.
They said they don't wrap till the end of September, which is still enough time for them to be back for Wrestlepolooza, but not enough to promote the match.
I think you do get Cody Drew at Wrestlepolooza though. I was gonna go somewhere completely different with that, as far as another men's match, and I was gonna go Sami Zayn versus Tala Tonga, just to have like the whole David Goliath thing for the U.S. title.
I like it, but it still give me SmackDown vibes. Like you said, like the go away show, like that's where I see that happening.
Yeah.
Now,
Cody Drew does happen on the show. Or he comes back.
Yeah, for this one, I think we need our WWE champion on this show.
I think so too.
Which, in retrospect, if we're doing that, the simple thing to do, the easier thing to do,
or
go with the mixed tag.
Or if I like the mixed tag, I think that should still be on the table. But also too, I think we should do another number one contenders match
for the
Cody,
Cody's title.
Randy versus Drew.
Yeah, Randy versus Drew is such an evergreen match. You just do it whenever.
Exactly. Or if you want to, we can do a fatal four-way to establish the 4 new pillars on SmackDown because we don't have that right now.
Fatal four-way number one contender?
Yeah.
Randy, Drew, who else are you guys thinking? Because you guys ain't going to like what I'm thinking.
We may be the same thought. What you got?
I think Solo has to be in it.
I'm not mad at that. At all.
I think he has to be.
I'm not, because again, it now would make sense if you took it off of him to give to Sam. That has to be the next logical step. And
because I don't understand why. I mean, just taking it off of him, that's a misstep because that's. We'll see where that goes. But so who would Cody be? I know we're jumping around a little bit, but who would Cody be facing at this one?
Well, here's the thing. Because Cody's filming, there's no way to promote that match. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gone. So there's no way for us to have him come cut promos, have him say anything, especially for the first ESPN show.
So hear me. So, okay, let's take the filming away real quick. If we had him, who do we put him with?
I mean, it would have to be Drew.
Okay. Yeah. So Drew being the microphone savant he's been and the social media savant he's been for 2 years now. We don't think he could build that match because, like, say we don't see Cody on TV leading up to this one. His surprise is you could. Now I'm thinking like Drew's calling him out at Wrestlepolooza, but I say you.
But you got to think about it.
Wrestlepolooza, Cody Rhodes.
But you got to think about that too. Like we also are gonna have to have the media run, and if Cody can't be a part of the media run, that makes that a little bit more difficult. Because you got to think about it. ESPN is going to want to do stuff. People are going to want to have them on the Pat McAfee show. Like, and if Cody can't do that because he's across the world, it's hard to get that match going because most likely that would have to be the main event.
So
and having it not there.
So for this, you don't think this being Cena's, there's not enough people on this card now to move the needle for appearances for ESPN for this one?
What you mean?
We got Cena, and he's been remarkable for 20 plus years doing media. You'd have Seth and Punk if we keep that up. Jay's the most over guy on the roster. LA Knight's a talker. Becky's a talker.
Yeah, I see where you're going. I don't think the show
could do media for it. I
don't think this show necessarily needs Cody to defend, but something leading up to that belt could work.
Yeah, it's just you need Cody there if you're gonna put the belt on the line.
I think he should return at the show though.
I think so. I think it should be like you hear his music drop, he'll walk in the ring, hold that title up in front of whoever wins, and it's like this is the next thing.
So a pop for segment wise, and then maybe a Cody Rhodes sending people home happy, a Crossroads and send them home happy, and we.
It ain't even gotta be that deep into it. Again, walk in
Yeah.
there, hold the title up right there. This is your next match for the title. It's gonna be the next big picture. That way you don't have to squash anybody because you don't want to squash a person that just won the number one contender
right out the gate.
Yeah,
that's right.
So especially if we still are thinking of either having this mixed tag match or just a one. See, the only reason why I'm against the one-off with AJ and Becky Lynch, it's not enough time to set it up.
You're right.
And because
if we put the IC title on the line or something like that,
but see,
we haven't earned that.
For me, that's WrestleMania. And then
we haven't earned it.
Yeah, and so it's just like I need that for or two Crown Jewel. That could be Crown Jewel, AJ Lee versus Becky.
Yeah,
in Perth.
So keep the mixed tag. I think, right?
Yeah,
I
think what you should do is you should have Rhea come out this Friday. The entire push is Rhea and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. And then out of nowhere, Rhea gets hurt, gets attacked, and she can't compete. And CM Punk goes at it alone. And then out of nowhere, then when Becky gets in, starts slapping around, AJ Lee music hits.
Because that effectively, since Cody's not, damn, it's so tough.
Yeah, especially like
the mixed match tag would have to be the main event, right?
Nah,
I don't think so.
Versus John, like that's if the women's belt crowned a new women's champion, which most likely, if I'm being honest, they probably gonna make that open the show. Is the women's belt, like we've been seeing them doing. They probably gonna open up the show with that one. So the closer most likely is gonna be John and Brock.
I think at this point, looking at this, it has to be. We've only seen Brock Lesnar one time since he's been back, right? Like that one return.
Yeah, and we might see him
probably,
but
yeah, so this will probably be it for him. You know what I mean? So
no, supposedly he's supposed. Well, yeah, because he's supposed to do a couple other spots on SmackDown. I think the 19th and another date. But yeah, this might be it for him. So that has to be main event.
Okay, I'm solid with the mixed match challenge. I'm mixed tag match, and then Cena and Brock close.
Just the straight AJ Lee one, or the scenario I had just threw out there.
Yeah, the scenario. I don't know, man. Like, it gets. Rhea's been such a juggernaut for so long. It's hard for me to think like her to get taken out.
Yeah, well, I mean, because remember, like Liv took her out with the shoulder thing, throwing a chair at her.
Yeah, she tossed that sucker.
Yeah. But again,
that's believable.
Yeah, she got
something like that could happen. But if things keep going the way they're going, I can easily see the Kabukis taking out Rhea backstage.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There's a lot of elements to that.
Or maybe I shouldn't put Kyrie in that. Kyrie's innocent. It'll be Oscar.
Just be Oscar.
Yeah, it'll definitely be Oscar.
That leads up to her feud without a title too. So
yep.
So that's going to be perfect for Rhea because I think that helps get her away from the title for a little while.
Yep, I agree. So are we doing another number one contendership for the WWE title?
How many matches are we at?
This will be our last one we would need.
Okay, yeah, I think since we're doing number one contenders matches before that for the world too, I think we do it. It gets bigger names on the card too again with Cody's absence from an actual match. And who did we say for that? Randy,
Drew. I am still here for Solo Sikoa to be in that match.
So you need a fourth. And where it's tough for me is I think some combination of either Damian Priest or Aleister Black gotta be in that. Damien Priest is a bigger star. When we talk about doing media run and stuff like that, he does very well.
And former champion too. And former world champion too. So I think that keeps him in the top echelon of superstars. Because I'm trying to think about that roster overall too. Who'd I insert in there? But I think Solo losing the United States title, this is a natural next step for him to be in the match like this. That's what it used to be, right? It used to be what whoever was U.S. champion was like in WCW. You were next up, pretty much.
Or to throw this out, Jacob.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Jacob being that match if Solo's in it.
Because you already see the banter that can happen between the two of them, and you already got the feud going. Like these are two big feuds combined together. Because I like the Damian Priest and Alistair, but I don't think we've gotten it yet to throw the title into there. Like I said, that's taken up as a good rivalry that's happening right now, but not like put them in the title picture.
Especially if Solo is how he has been lately, and
he's on fire. Right,
put him in there, man. Solo and Jacob, let's do it. I'm cool.
Bugging.
Whatever.
I like the fantasy book in there, but we're not about to have.
Wait,
no, I take that back. I would say, I thought Io got her first WrestleMania win this year, right? Before then, she was winless.
Yeah, she won that one. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was say we can't be having Rhea or Io going like winless like they did Sasha.
No, not really. But here's the thing: Stephanie got to win. The reason why Stephanie got to win is because it's AAA thing. Because if you've noticed, they've not put her on AAA yet.
She did. She wrestled the
in Worlds Collide. That was it. We haven't seen that since.
Yeah.
So the as much as I would like to see Io as champ, Io losing does not take her out of the title contingency.
And Stephanie damn near ain't been on television at all.
And they've been
they're freezing her on purpose.
Exactly. Because they need that to be able to crown that belt. And then it also opens up Cindy for Io to potentially win the Royal Rumble. And you throw her back into the WrestleMania picture. Or even an Elimination Chamber. But again, she doesn't drop out of that realm for the title. And then that's where you start to bring in Asuka.
Boy, trying to book a 6-card one, man, it's kind of. I get Tony Khan's plight at the moment. Because I'm like
everybody like
I'm like I don't have Rhea in a match. I don't have who else we're missing.
I mean, we got Rhea in a match technically.
No, I'm just saying like overall when Jade isn't in a match, Tiffany's not in a match. Like, yeah, but they would pop to see someone like Jade on a card like this.
Yeah, but again, too, you got to know of to like when to pull those things. So it's like, even for Rhea, if Rhea is taken out and we don't see her and AJ Lee comes out, what's next in line? Crown Jewel Perth. So that's where Rhea gets her shine. Same thing for Tiffany and Jade. It's like, okay, do that in Riyadh again.
Yeah.
I mean, in Perth, because we ain't going to Riyadh. We're going to Perth.
Sage is asking what about Nia. Nia is going to wrestle with Lash Legend at No Mercy.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And then even for Perth, people love Tiffy because remember when she was at Elimination Chamber and that pop she got? Yeah. So that's why it's okay if she's not on this one.
Okay.
And besides, again, we have a women's world title on the line.
I think it's just the historical point of this show that I'm putting a lot more stakes, not a lot more, I guess, pressure behind it. Just because like it's ESPN, it's this whole new deal.
I mean, I think this is great with what we got. Like
I do too. I really do too.
Because we got belts on the line, which is good. And then we have title contingency next.
Some stakes.
Yeah. And I think you setting up for Crown Jewel perfectly.
I think this is a solid card, guys. Like, are we gonna look at the order, I guess, like we did last time, just to see?
Well, yeah. Then I'll put the display it on the screen. So, question: who opens the show? I'm still with let them ladies open the show.
I keep thinking level of pops, man. I got yeah and Yeats going back and forth to start the show.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there with that.
So where does the title go though? Because crowning a new champion is big.
I go around the middle of the show. So I feel like somewhere, whatever the next match is, if we start out hot, like let's say we start off with Jay, LA Knight, go straight into that tag team ladder match. We have our segment, our Pat McAfee segment. They're just going to squeeze right up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, Stephanie Io. Right there in the middle.
Yeah, but that's your world title. In the middle?
Where was it? Where was it for SummerSlam?
It was first.
Well,
it opened the show.
Okay, where was Jade and Tiffany?
In the middle.
They were in the middle of the car. Okay, I don't think we want to be in the middle.
That's different because they only gave them 7 minutes. It's easily going to go 20 to 25.
But you think about it. If say whatever comes in these first 3 matches, let's say something go over because that ladder match could go over. The mixed tag match could go over to where you do start to shorten that a little bit to where you can see where it's not going to be a long match. I think those two opening the show because again, to me, those two get just as much pop as Yeet and Yeah. Like as soon as Stephanie music hits, everybody's on their feet. As soon as Io shit hit, everybody's on their feet, and they set the bar for the PLE.
If you're not first to last, I get. Well, crap, we just talked about that. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't open if you can't close the show, the best place you can be is opening it. And given that it's a title, Io and Stephanie opening there, that gives it their own spot. It's just what you follow that up with.
Yeah. And I see I like the LA Knight and Jay thing, but I can see that in the middle. After like a pack something.
And that gets the crowd back too. Like,
yeah,
no telling how that Pat McAfee thing will go over. It's quick and to the point, but then we're like, okay, we gotta get the crowd back.
So I'm just gonna go to the back end. Then co-main is the mixed match tag. Then
yeah.
Okay.
And we're assuming the main is John Cena versus Brock.
I'm making that, for sure.
So what follows the women's title there? Are you thinking number 1 contendership for Cody?
Yeah, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to be because that one doesn't have as much pop as it needs. As it doesn't have much. Their feuds, but this one, like LA Knight and Jey Uso, is going to be built. It's going to be booked even bigger because they've already been beefing with each other. And then if you throw in the ladder match next, and then go Pat McAfee, then go LA Knight and Jay, you're good with those last 3 matches. Going to be a straight roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to Jeffrey's point, opening sets the bar, and I think Stephanie and them, because like the pops is good with Jay and LA Knight, but let's not forget like
that's a championship.
Yeah, and Jay walked out. Remember WrestleMania? Jay and Gunther and them walked out. And that match was okay. That match was very much okay. It was all like, oh, the pop happened, and then it was like, ooh, okay, y'all gotta wrap this up. And I got how that shit went.
Yeah, I mean, that was a long walk for Jay too, man. That was
a long ass walk. So it's just like I don't mind.
Like halfway, he had to. Let's go. Let's do the rest of it.
2 whole laps just to get to the ring.
So Will, can you tell us what we have so far? What's the order so far? Just to make sure, because I still keep thinking like I'm leaving a match off.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. So if we need.
I keep forgetting about the daggum fatal 4-way for the number 1 contender. Like, where do you want to put that?
So the opening, we have Stephanie versus Io, Naomi special guest referee, and then that gets Naomi out of there quick. She can dip, she can leave. Number one contenders match for the WWE Championship: Randy Orton versus Drew versus Solo versus Jacob. Ladder match for the women's tag team titles: The Inspiration versus Judgment Day versus Kabuki Warriors versus Aruka versus Secret Hervis versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. That match gonna be insane. Pat McAfee versus Grayson Waller as a palate cleanser. Then we have the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship, Yab versus Yeet. Then the mixed tag match, Rhea Ripley and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch. And oh wait, I got CM Punk on here twice. Wait, let me change that.
I think I was like, that ladder match is gonna be a lot. but
AJ
having Pat and Grayson after it.
That's your palate.
Bring them down, like, hey, let's get ready for the back end of the show.
And then we close out with Brock Lesnar versus John Cena one last time.
And then the Rock's music hits at the end of this one. See how trim he's got, man. He's ready for another run.
Nah, that's aged and colonoscopies right there. That's
the fact that
was that. That's what that is. That's that. Hey, you can't eat 12 pancakes in one sitting no more, sir.
I still do think the fact that we dropped the ball and never got a true Cody versus Rock or final boss, that was a fumble of a lifetime, man. Like, I wanted that more than Cody versus Roman.
I think it happened.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it's just scheduling. Like, the dude is a busy ass person, and it's like,
okay. Well, you've taken that match night one instead of the tag team match that we got.
Nah, because you needed that to finish your little punk ass story.
Nah, man, because Bloodline Rules could have just been him going against The Rock. Bloodline Rules meant not much. Like, at the end of the day,
I mean,
you got to go past The Rock to get to Roman and get your match.
Once again, this is what you wanted. This is what y'all cried about, and you got it.
It would have been better.
Yeah, don't bitch about it. You got what you want.
No. Again, The Rock was that anomaly, though, man. Like, the final boss thing happened. That's a point in time. Exactly. Like, that just feels like, what the hell was that?
Like that. However, I don't even think it lasted a year, but those, like, however many months that was, it felt like the year build up to Cena versus Rock.
It was a 4-month run, maybe. After Mania, after Royal Rumble, that's when he showed up, and they went all the way to Mania. So
it's like, I know Councilman brings this up. It's like, I always forget that I saw The Rock at NXT this year. It don't feel like it.
It don't. I was
really don't feel like it.
And I was like, when I take these?
Like, it was January 1st.
What was January? It felt like a long day. That felt like 2 years ago when that happened.
But yeah, could have been good, man. Could have been great. But that's why we got 2K. I can play it there.
I mean, it can still happen.
I don't think he's coming back now, man. He's about to win an Oscar.
He's on the board. He got to be a part of it.
Yeah, you still got to get Roman versus Rock. That still got to happen.
That, and then The Rock owns the pinfall over Cody.
Yep,
that's why I'm saying. That's why
you'll get both of them, bro. It's gonna happen. You'll get both. Of them. It just has to be a slowdown of scheduling and playing right. So that's all it is. It'll happen though. But are we set on this card?
I love it.
This is good. Sitting this over now.
Yeah,
I like how everything's bookended. I think Drew still becomes number one contender. I like whether we're highlighting the ladies in a non-traditional match for the tag team. I mean, it gives a chance to really show that casual audience what wrestling is like today.
Yeah, and I like that you threw that out, like with the TLC match first, because it's like, okay, we saw the fellas do it. Let's see the women do it in a ladder match with the titles.
Did we choose winners last time?
We did choose winners last time. We could do that real quick, just so we know, because we hitting that 2 hour.
Oh shoot, I didn't notice.
Yeah, that's what happened when you're having fun. That's what happened when you're having fun. Stephanie versus Io. Who goes over?
It's Stephanie's time for me. I got to give a nod to her personally.
La Primera.
I mean, If y'all thought I was about to say anything else. La Primera. Whew. World champ. All right. Number one contenders match. Who walking out?
Is it too early to build up Randy as Cody's new, I guess, dance partner?
You just got here, so you didn't hear the full story. So if you read what it says right there, you'll see what the story's set up with. I get you keep telling me it's not going to be that, but you should have got here earlier because we mapped all that out. So just to give you what would happen, Rhea comes out this Friday. We have this match set. The Kabuki Warriors jump her. She cannot compete, and then AJ Lee returns.
Yeah, we gotta have element of surprise somewhere. We can't just be throwing it out here, man.
Exactly.
If I see some damn merch up before Wrestlepolooza for AJ Lee, I'm gonna be hot.
Right. And
you drop that after she come out. You just hit the button. It don't take hard to refresh. Just hit the button. It'll be there.
That's it.
You buy it on your way out when you leave.
Yep, it's there.
Bring out the boxes.
We already got them in the boxes. When that happened and y'all walk out, they here. Get your shit. But who's the number one contender for the WWE Championship?
I think it has to be Drew, but the little demon on my shoulder wants Solo. I don't know why.
No. Haven't we seen Cody versus Solo? I know
we have,
Solo, but
not
MFT's
like this.
Got to mean something.
Not this Solo. Not
MFT's got to mean something. All right, we got to stop the reboot. Like
we ain't
stop the jokes and the suits. Get back to Street Champion. Get back to that.
You know what though? Because of that, I'm gonna go with somebody else. I'm gonna still stick with Drew. The only reason why I say that is because if they move this to Perth and the title's on the line, I don't want it to where Solo loses. Like right now, Solo do not need to take no more L's.
He's taken enough of them before.
He has.
He's carrying it with so much grace, but it's like at some point, man, we didn't got all these new Samoans in here. You got a whole nother family. Tama not back yet. It's like, where's the threat?
They just feel they feel like the Wolf Pack.
You know what messed it up? John Cena. John Cena messed all that up for them. That's what it is. I just want y'all to think about what if John Cena was not on his end tour, where all of this would be at right now.
We're gonna mess around and see the MFTs feuding with LWO for like 6 months. Anything
but that. But who's gonna be the number one contender? Who you got?
I think the good answer is Drew. It gives him a good heel. But one of these days, we're gonna have to pull that Randy Orton trigger.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I got Drew too.
I'll go with Drew for now.
Because I want to see, like, genuinely, can we? Because here's the thing, Randy, I never trust him. Not as a good guy, not at anything. Like, there's a distrust with him. But I want to see if he can get to a point in his career now where he can genuinely, like, get booed as a heel again.
I think you can, but I don't think it's necessary to do just yet.
He's such a good heel, though, man.
It is, but you need
such a good bag.
You need something that's gonna bring it out of him. That's the thing. And right now,
you think Cody would have the championship will bring it out of him?
We saw
that under the learning tree.
We gotta have. They won't do it in today's era, man. But Cody come down to the ring. They get a round of applause, him and Brandy, for the new baby girl, and he just RKO Brandy. That's how you know we back.
That's the heel you need. If you want to go heel, that's the heel you need. And they're not doing that right now.
And so Cody got to just sell the shock. You can't even fight. You just got to be there for your wife. You just got to sell the shock.
It's like Jericho tagging Sean's wife. Like, you got to just be there for the shock.
That's it.
Oh, and kiss Brandy too. Oh, that was the most diabolical.
Like he did Triple H.
The way that he was looking at Triple H the entire time during that kiss was hilarious, man. Like, Randy's was a piece of crap, man. Like, that Orton was a piece of crap.
When I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is it? This dude is psychotic." This guy.
One day we'll get back. One day.
Ladder match. Where we going?
I think it'll be just enough chaos to be fun, but I can't pick a new champion right here with this field. I think there's still more story to be told with Alexa and Charlotte before it just like falls off a cliff.
Yeah, again, fun match. A lot of moving pieces, but a retain. Yeah.
Yeah. I see Alexa Bliss climbing the ladder to grab him too as well. Just because that's already like her wheelhouse and stuff like that. So I can definitely see her being able to grab it for him and brought the victory. Pat McAfee versus Waller. Who wins?
Yeah, really just does it fully matter? Like Pat McAfee just gets a one-up on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is no more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, like it's just a segment.
Palate cleanser.
He can go back to commentary.
Yep. All right. Number one contendership for the world heavyweight title.
We got to do it. Like it's time, man. This man's selling Slim Jims by the pounds.
I mean, Jey Uso is too, though. He in the commercials.
He's in the commercials too.
There's nobody moving more merch than Jey, but you can really. He has a strong argument that this kind of stole my whole flow, like bar for bar, and LA Knight should go over, and Jey is a good person to go over because they virtually have the same fans virtually.
Yeah.
I'm here for.
I think it's time, man. LA Knight as number one contender.
It got to make him move in the Raw worth something.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I'm not saying he's going to win the championship, but at least give him his one-on-one with Seth.
Yeah, that's great promo work with him and Rollins. And besides, he already got a win over Rollins.
And then whatever comes with like Punk too, that's good. Like he fits. Here's the thing: he didn't in his last match. He didn't. He looked like he belonged.
Yeah,
in there with him. Like he didn't look out of place. He looked like he belonged. He's a mega star, as he says.
Yeah.
LA Knight's there. They just need. We just got to pull the trigger on it eventually.
It's time for you to do it. Yeah, it's just time for you to do it. And where he was at the time with the WWE Championship, it just didn't line up for him because of everything that they were
the timing.
Doing. Yeah, but like this is easy for you to do because for one, Seth don't have to really hold that title long. They just need to get money in the bank off of him.
True. Which looking back, we could have just given LA Knight, but I get the dramatics of the story. There's nothing. The crutches being thrown.
The century, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, mixed tag match. Who should go over?
There needs to be a stun in the crowd on something. I think you go Becky and Seth for the win. Not everything can end in rainbows, and
I think you really want to drop a shock. Yeah, I think Becky distracts AJ, and then Seth out of nowhere with a curb stomp to CM Punk.
I think. It's always been like a plan every time. I think you see the return of Paul Heyman to create some divergence, and then Seth and Becky get this one. But this how you set up the one-on-ones because, like, reportedly, the AJ thing is not a one-off and stuff like that. So you'll get your Becky versus.
We got to get her to
Mania one-on-one.
We got to get her to Mania. And last but certainly not least, Brock versus John Cena.
Cena's got a handful of dates left, man. Because it's gotten really real. He gets this win off Brock Lesnar.
I'm all for John pinning the beast.
For sure.
Yeah, I see the light now. I thought he was going to lose to Logan Paul. So as soon as he won that, I'm like, oh, yeah, John winning out.
Yeah, John walking out with dubs. Because I think he's second with the most PLE wins. I think the number one is The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like it's a very catchable number either.
Nah, because I think it's like 107 and John is at like 99.
Oh.
Yeah, because they showed that little card
Did
at the last one at Clash of Paris.
I can't remember, for some reason I can't remember at the moment. After John ate those 16 suplexes, did he get his like lick back?
No.
When?
In SummerSlam.
When Lesnar came back the last time.
Yeah.
On him after Mania. And was it SummerSlam?
Yeah, SummerSlam.
I don't know. John's beat. That's why I don't like this match. I feel like John's beaten Brock so many times.
Not like beat him though. Not like, hey, I've beat you. Like, nah, you've gotten your ass whooped. Did something to mess him up, and that's how you won.
Because I feel like John never got to come up the lick back when he was coming up, the whole Thugonomics FU thing to F5. I don't think he won any there. But I don't remember after the SummerSlam what happened between their feud for Lesnar, because Lesnar came back as a beast.
Nah, Lesnar is holding a 4-3 record over Cena in singles matches.
So we'll get a tie to
it was
call it over.
Yeah, Backlash at 2003, Extreme Rules at 2012, SummerSlam 2014, Night of Champions, and then SmackDown 2002 and 2003.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Lesnar won the SmackDown matches. John Cena won Night of Champions, but by disqualification after Seth Rollins interfered. SummerSlam, we know what happened with that. And then John Cena beat Lesnar in that Extreme Rules match, and then Brock Lesnar beat him in 2003 for the WWE title.
Yeah, John's got to win this one. If we're talking about sending the crowd home happy, that's who we send them home with. Also,
too, we get my wish. Brock gonna be his last match.
More than likely, I think this.
There's no way you 4-4 that and walk away.
I think you do.
Are we gonna keep?
I really think you can just leave it at a tie. Yeah.
Okay.
Have we said it on TV at all?
Think about the bigger stars like Rock Cena tie. It's probably not going nowhere at this point. So that's another one. Like we can just leave it a tie, and it's all good. I don't think there's egos on either side of the men.
You're right. I ain't mad at that either. So we going for Cena?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we don't got to do the Brock retirement tour until we close to Minnesota next year.
Hey man, Brock could just go. There's always that.
Brock just gonna disappear, man. Like this, you'll never see him again.
And if Cena don't do Suplex City in this match, it will be a disappointment.
He needs his 16 back. Like he needs 17.
Give me 8. At least hit me with 8.
I ain't see Cena do spears, suplexes.
Yep.
Get an RKO yourself. Like just do your hits, man.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I would pop if John Cena did Sweet Chin Music.
I would pop
sloppy as it would look.
I would pop if Cena did a rock bottom to Brock.
What I'm saying, he doing everybody else's moves. Like you got limited dates. You said you're not touching nobody after this, so let's just get wacky with it.
Which was so funny when he did that Styles Clash. I was like, bless his heart, because he just fell. It wasn't even no like jump to me. He just fell. He just fell over, and I was like, bless his heart. He tried. It didn't look bad, but it was like, this is what happens when a bulky person does a Styles Clash. This is just what it looks like.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul,
match, man. It was late in the match, man. Give him some grace.
No. I'm not hating. It was just very funny to see. It was like
that move always makes me so uneasy, man. Just because I don't tuck your chin. Like I hope that because who was it? James Ellsworth, who doesn't have a chin to begin with, tucked his chin, and AJ had to sort of save him on that.
Yeah, it's literally like taking the pedigree. Like when you go, you turn your face to the side and let this hit like that. Like if you don't do that, you're fucked. But it's just like taking the pedigree. You don't fall on you fall onto the side like this.
Just makes me uneasy, man. But Cena nailed it, man.
It is uneasy, but it's a great move. It's a great.
I think this is a solid card, man.
Solid card, man. Thoughts in the comments on this card for Wrestlepolooza. Is this something you would watch rated on a scale of 1 to 10? What is this card?
I say you send it over right now.
Sendil gonna give it a 6 because EO don't win.
Oh Lord.
Like it would be an 8 if EO won. But since it ain't, I'll give it a 6.
Oh, can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody. Jeffrey let us know. I would watch it. Fire. Hey man, look, we just trying to do our best in the writers' room right here. We just trying to give the people what they want and create a great product.
This is fun, man.
Out of 10?
I ain't even no real desperate.
Aren't you a half-point assassin? Hey man, you leave that to Courtney. 5 points, okay. It ain't for everybody.
It ain't, man. No, I think this is solid, man. We get everything you need, and then we get sort of stakes in it to keep it moving after this.
That's what I like about this. This sets up the next chapter for the end of the year and moving into the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania. So that's why I like this. And it showcases everything we need to show. Who's the next in line for the titles, what the women can do, putting them on display. Nice little palate cleanser with Pat McAfee getting that pop. Yeet versus Yeah. Like, we giving you everything you could use.
No notes, man. No notes.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the 2-hour and 35-minute mark, and so we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close because Thursday night football is still happening, and it's late. It's about to be midnight on the East Coast, but hey, we appreciate every single one of y'all tuning in to the Kayfabe Podcast. Let us know what you think about this episode, and let us know what your Wrestlepolooza card would be, what it is that you want to see, and so on and so forth. But make sure that you like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, I want to thank our guest, the mayor, for stopping in, joining us in the writer's room. Definitely got to have you in here more often. Of course, the People's Nightmare always holding it down with me here. And, honey, I hope you were able to fix that leaky pipe in your vault and saved your McDuck coins. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We don't do the where you can follow and support people. Y'all know what. Y'all know what to do. So we appreciate y'all, and we will catch you next time.